Alright, I'm sure you've all got questions as to why we're starting on the 29th of April 2028, but I'll get into that in a second. But first of all, welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. This could be the second to last episode of this career mode that I record, because we are in the Champions League semi-finals. But not only that, if you give me a second to load this up, we are in the semi-finals, like I said, and we're also in the lead on aggregate. And as you can see, Atletico Madrid also leading Paris on aggregate. So it looks like if we get past Roma, we could be facing Atletico Madrid. But the reason that we're starting on the 29th of April instead of the start of May, where we would have taken on Roma in our second leg of the Champions League semi-finals, the reason we're starting against Brighton is because last episode the stream decided to black screen for whatever reason, and it didn't want to work. So basically, that's the reason why we're here, and we're not starting the episode straight away with a squad report for once, which is quite weird. But that is the case with that. Hopefully there won't be any problems, hopefully there won't be any audio issues, hopefully there won't be any gameplay issues, especially not this close to the possible end. I don't know if it will be the end, but possibly the end. But what I do know is we've got Brighton now, and we're going to rotate the squad fully. We're doing a full rotation of the starting 11 because we need everyone we can get in terms of having players to use in the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals, because that is possibly, or it actually isn't possibly at all, it is the most important match that we've got currently. After, of course, Champions League final, if we make it there, that would be the most important match, realistically. But we're just rotating the squad around, giving some younger players a chance to run out, and some other players who don't get as much game time, we might as well, you know, because we really need everyone we can get at the Roma game. We're going for a full rotation of the starting 11, but hopefully we can still get the job done. I should also mention as well, by the way, not really as important, but if we do win this next game, we will be Premier League champions. It doesn't matter what results happen in other areas. If we get one victory here against Brighton, if we beat Brighton, we will be crowned Premier League champions. There's nothing Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool and the chasing pack can do about it. In fact, Man City and Liverpool can't do anything about it. Arsenal are the only ones with a chance. They're taking on Crystal Palace. They'll be hoping that we don't beat Brighton so they can stay in the title race. But I think that's probably all wrapped up. Brighton are in 14th, but they always seem to put up a fight against me, so I'm not taking them for granted at all. But like I said, this could be the penultimate episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. I don't know if I do get to the Champions League final, which hopefully I will. I don't know if I'll record it on the same day or if I'll leave it till tomorrow. But it should be interesting. But anyway, before we go into the Brighton game, we've got a press conference to attend. Probably asking us if, like, how we feel about if we win this or win the league kind of thing.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll start questions now.
Because it would make sense. Mr. Johnson, congratulations on such a great season. You're one win away from winning the league. Do you think you'll be champions after the next game? Yes. My players want to win it now. I'm confident the boys will stay focused and clinch the title after the next match so we can start celebrations. So we may be kicking off this episode with Premier League title celebrations, pretty much. Kakachi's in good form. Will we see more of him today? I mean, we are seeing more of him today, but I can't write that. It won't let me. It won't allow me to do that. So we'll just say switching tactics. I'll try something today. Each match is different. We must always leave our opponents guessing. Does your team underestimate your opponents at the moment, considering Bradford City are considered to be a lot better than Brighton and Hove Albion? I don't know, to be honest, because they are difficult sometimes. Underestimating the opponent is natural. Underestimating Brighton and Hove Albion is natural given the perception of both teams. However, my team won't be complacent just because the opponent is perceived in a certain way.
Time's up, guys. Thanks for your questions.
I should also say as well, I need to cover the overview of last episode as well as what we've got coming up. I think I already explained what we have coming up, but I'll do it again just in case you're missing it. We take on Brighton straight away here in the Valley Parade. As I said, it black screened last episode, so I didn't finish off April. I apologise for that. And we've got Roma in the second leg of the semi-finals. That'll be at Roma Stadium. I can't remember the name of, but I'll find it when we get there. We'll then take on Arsenal at the Valley Parade. We'll take on Spurs at the Valley Parade, and then we'll take on Burnley at Turf Moor to end the season. Honestly, these three games do not matter if we beat Brighton. Anything can happen, and I won't care at all. But anyway, sorry, the overview as well of last episode. I didn't even go over that. So we kicked off against West Ham. We beat them 4-2 at the Valley Parade. We then comprehensively beat Bayern Munich 4-0 in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. I don't know how we did that, but we did. Then we beat Everton 4-1 at Goodison Park. We then took on Bayern in the second leg, and even though we lost 2-1, we still went through on aggregate. I think it was 5-2 overall, if my maths are correct. We then took on Leicester and beat them 4-1 away at the King Power Stadium. And then Aston Villa. If you saw this match, you'll know why I'm surprised. It's only 7-0. We were 5-0 up inside half an hour at Villa Park, and we ended up winning 7-0. And then the most important result so far, in the first leg against Roma at the Valley Parade, we beat them 4-2, but they've got 2 away goals, and that might spell doom for us unless we can get an away goal, and that will help us a lot. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, and it's a big episode. So before we go in, let's read the news stories. Vinicius Jr. scores a brace as Bradford win over Roma. Vinicius Jr. was in superb form for Bradford City, scoring a brace which carried the side to a 4-2 win against Roma. For another heated encounter between Brighton and Bradford. I think it was 2-1 last time. Man City versus Liverpool as well. But this one, Bradford City looked to wrap up a phenomenal Premier League season with 3 title-deciding points against Brighton. The race for the Premier League crown could reach its conclusion this week as Bradford City looked to secure the title with 3 games to spare with a win against it's Brighton. Can't read apparently. It's been another season full of drama, excitement and headlines. Bradford City have been solid throughout the season. I've no doubt they'll be ready for this match. Alright, so we'll go into it. Hopefully we'll win the Premier League here. If we don't, then it'll make it a bit more interesting anyway, I suppose. But also, if we do get us wrapped up, I don't have to worry about the Premier League anymore. I can just focus on what we've got in the Champions League. Anyway, the game's on tap. So they've got Crystal Palace versus Arsenal at Selhurst Park, Fulham versus Leicester at Craven Cottage, Manchester City versus Liverpool at the Etihad, and Manchester United versus Southampton at Old Trafford. We've got Lafont in goal, Kakachi and James as the full-backs, Upamecano and Hennessy as the centre-backs, Keysons, Palaversa and Kubo as a midfield 3, Carbonero left forward and captain, Logic right forward and Rodrigo striker. We go into the Valley Parade here looking to win the title. Will we do it? I bloody hope so. If we can wrap it up now, I know that would be such an anticlimax to possibly the final season of career mode in terms of the Premier League. But if we wrap it up now, we can focus on what's important, and that is getting past Roma and possibly facing either Atletico or Paris in the final, beating them. I mean, it could all happen where I lose in the final after doing our season, and that would be heartbreaking, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, once we've won the Champions League, this career mode is over, and I've been doing it for a good part of a year, so it'd be great to finish it.
We could be 90 minutes away from seeing the champions crowned right here. 3 points will do the job. Stay tuned as we have all the action live. Hi everyone.
Right, so hopefully there's going to be no audio issues. Hopefully there's going to be no black screens. Hopefully it'll run smoothly. And hopefully we can get the job done. 5 games this episode. And then if we do make it to the Champions League final, that'll be a separate episode, and then just concluding it with the season overview, plus me putting everyone on the transfer list and seeing who gets bid for and who gets sold. So the Champions League final episode isn't just going to be a Champions League final. Adam Ploshik with 6 goals in the last 3 matches.
Lee, in particular, what do you expect to see from his game?
Well, basically, you've got to keep him out of the box because he's got such a brilliant finishing ability that you give him half a yard, he will score. So keep him as far away from your goal as possible.
Alright, here we go. I'm ready to win the Premier League title. I don't know about you guys. There's no Vinicius today because we need every single bit of his talent to take on Roma. But trust me, if we had Vinicius, it would be too easy anyway.
The lineup then for the hosts. 4-3-3, but perhaps not as we usually know it.
If I find what Roma's stadium name is. The Stadio Olimpico. I should have known that, I think. I probably did know that, but I just forgot, I guess.
On the game today, both offensively and defensively.
Brighton are playing, probably 5 at the back, yeah they are. Smythe, Lopez, Velasquez, Nunez, Bianco and Silva, Baluta and Amiri, and then Odegaard, Vallejo and Sinistera.
But the most important thing is the fullbacks. They need to supply support to their centre-backs.
Just remember the one thing on the line here. If we get 3 points, we will end the day as champions of the Premier League once again. Any other result keeps Arsenal in the hunt. Obviously, we don't want to let Arsenal get back into this one. We need to win the Premier League. Rodrigo's got space, but he can't find it with Hoshek. Oh, what a save from Smythe. You see him shake his hand after the shot. It's like, fuck, that was powerful. But that's a very good early sign from us, to be honest. Can't complain. We're in a good spot right now. I know it's only 3 minutes in, but I'm happy. We've had the first chance of the game. And we're trying, just absolutely going all out to get this victory here. Flush it towards Kachi, it's headed away. Not far though. Brighton do get it clear. Kubo, oh fuck, oh, he's lost the header. Okay, Vallejo could go through here. And he's got good pace though, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what my defence are doing or my keeper there. I'm a little bit confused if I'm being real with you.
Well, Derek, take another look at this now. There's nothing
I don't
really the
quite
keeper
understand.
It's good play to get in that position. He's not going to miss from there.
How has Lafont not saved that?
Well, I think the coach can feel the game
in our fucking game where we have to win, or where we can win to win the Premier League, we're losing. Sinisterra gets number 12 for himself in the Premier League. Fucking hell, if we mess this up against Brighton, I'm going to be a bit upset. But I suppose we put Lafont in there. I should have expected some bullshit. Some goals being conceded. Oh dear, no, we can't bottle this. It's our best chance. Although I guess if we do lose and Arsenal win, we could take on Arsenal. And it would mean we win the title against Arsenal, but obviously we just want to get it done. You're going to get it done as soon as you can, so there's less pressure on the rest of the games. Rodrigo, I don't know if he's going to reach it. He's not. Bro.
Many thanks, Alan.
This could be annoying. I don't know where Trent is. It's not even Trent, it's James, but like, I don't know where he is regardless.
Quite a few reports in the morning newspapers and
Militao could be moving to Real. Oh, I meant to decide what I was going to do on this offer.
Well, 170 million pounds has been mentioned. That's the rumour.
I think that's probably what I'm going to accept. 170 million pounds for a 30-year-old. Even if I'm not to win the Champions League this season, which would be fucking heartbreaking, I'm going to sell him anyway. So it's probably for the best to do this, to be honest. And he wants to go, so I guess it works out threefold. Oh, just knock it in someone, fuck's sake. Kubo, oh, he's taking out such a heavy touch. Oh, it was a bit of a mess there. The keeper couldn't decide where he was coming or going there. And we almost conceded, or we almost took advantage of it, I should say. He almost conceded. We go straight to Lafont. I'm a bit concerned that we're losing here, to be honest. Oh, for God's sake, I thought it was going to be on. That would have been perfect.
18 minutes played, 1-0. Cheers again, Alan.
He's not far off, to be fair. Is he even off? Oh, it's just trailing leg. Okay. Even get this done. Please, lads. Oh, you just, that's what I'm losing to right now. That's what I'm losing to. Oh dear, that was an awful pass. Well, as it wasn't an awful pass, it just didn't have the power on it. It would have been good if it had more power, obviously. Hennessy to James. Kubo. I had to focus here. Oh, what the fuck? Pardon? I thought I intercepted that, but I guess I was wrong. Sinisterra tried to get second of the day. It's going to fall to another bright player. I don't know who it is. But Lafont saved it. Guys, please. This is a game where we can win the title. And you're bastarding it up. I think it was Vallejo forcing a save out Lafont. Come on, you bantams. All you need to do is just score 2 goals and then we've won the title. I told you Brighton are always a problem.
Didn't quite go to plan.
I don't do anything there because I knew the touch would top me over and it did. Oh, Kakachi's on the wrong side of the pitch. Great block.
Well, he did his best to remain onside,
And
but
I think it might be a Brighton player actually blocked it. Hold on.
That's all it needs to be, close. He was offside.
It must have been. He's offside anyway. Whoever it is, whatever they did. Lafont after Hennessy. Come on. I know it's a rotated team, but lads, I've beaten other teams with this rotated team, so why can't it be Brighton? Oh my god, because they got 5 at the back, that's why.
it is to be a throw in.
Every time I try and get the ball, it just bounces off me like a fucking idiot.
That's the kind of shielding play you expect
I'm
from
not allowed the ball, apparently.
Possession.
Alvarez gets in the way.
Intercepted.
Okay, somehow I've kept that. Okay, but look, see, I can't
Trying his luck from long range.
get the ball for longer than a few seconds.
Keeper there
Lafont
to make
catches
sure
the effort
nothing
though.
untoward happened.
Carbonero for Rodrigo. Good to Hlošek.
He's got to score.
Thank fuck for that.
It could be significant, but as things stand, they're still going to miss out on the title league.
He's doing the dance on his own.
Derek, but it's not good enough yet. Keep pushing. They're going in the right direction.
Not going to get the title with just a draw. We need the victory here at the Valley Parade, but we've got a little bit closer.
And he still has the presence of mind to finish it off. What a brilliant
Hlošek
solo
finishes
goal.
off superbly.
Well, the happy times are back. The coach is more than delighted by his team's response.
Adam Hlošek gets number 13. That could be one of the most vital goals that he's scored in this Premier League season from Bradford City.
So a level contest.
Hopefully it
1-1.
inspires a second one, and hopefully we can win the Premier League, but it ain't going to be that easy, I don't think. So in Brighton, it would seem to be a challenge. Catchy gets in the way.
And that was a very fine
Did aim it there,
read.
but that's okay. Good block by McCann. It's just a shame that fucking no one's moving to it.
He'll be delighted
If
to
McCann
have
blocked
won the
again.
ball, having made that difficult challenge. Well, excitement guaranteed
Yep.
here on EA
Stadio
TV
Olimpico.
Live, the Champions League semi-final second leg. It's Bradford City versus Roma.
Yes, Derek, one more hurdle to jump into the final. Got to be brave in that game. Easier said than done. There's work to be
You
done
can't
to
let
get
him pass
into
it
a
down.
final.
Well, that's very smart.
Obviously,
defending
that's why I
and
want to
now
wrap
we
up
have
the
ball
Premier
again.
League this game so I can work on getting the Champions League final completed and winning it. Who's making a run though? Oh, there we go. That's you shall receive, but you'll fucking run into an opponent, I guess. They've got so many fucking defenders.
Possibilities.
They've got everyone back, like literally everyone,
Intercept.
apart from one player.
Sure, he heard the footsteps of his opponent.
Oh fuck this, I'll put James so far forward. Alright, it's gonna go
Ready
straight through with
superbly to
Meccano.
take back possession.
Right,
News of a
it doesn't
goal
matter
lead
how we
so
play
much.
as long as we get the win, I
McAnally.
think, is my MO in this one. Carbonero
It's a weight
into Rodrigo, can't quite reach it, you've got to be
Who was
kidding
going
me.
to win the race? The answer, the goalkeeper. And a throw-in forthcoming.
Right, goalkeeper nearly hitting his own manager there. Maybe not have been the smartest manoeuvre there, but it's, I mean, I think he's done. Hlošek,
James.
off to James. Into
Well, we did
Kubo.
have to cut off Alan McAnally for
He's on.
understandable reasons. To clarify, Arsenal have scored in
Rodrigo,
that game.
Carbonero.
Are they going to force
In
it?
the area to Kubo. No,
It's
come
top-notch
on!
goalkeeping. He had to reach in with his hand.
Yeah, it's all about reading.
I want
the
a
pace
goal
of the ball and the
badly.
player's feet. When do I go down?
Alvarez,
When do I strip the ball? Did a brilliant
Gets the ball
job there.
here. Off to Kubo. He's on.
Rodrigo. Won it
Rodrigo,
back.
check it through. Oh, they're just so defensive. It's so
Read it
annoying to play against
magnificently
sometimes.
and intercepted.
Hlošek's got the ball for
Good
free.
looking sequence.
Rodrigo. Kubo. Oh, I couldn't shoot it. 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. He's on into Kubo. Rodrigo. Oh my god. Please, can we just
Well,
win
it's all
these?
about concentration. Goalkeepers can go so long without doing anything. Look at that stretch.
A save from Smythe in the Brighton goal. I don't know if it's Smythe or Smith, or I'm going to go Smythe. Loshek. Onto Keyson's head, nah. Keep it in the area. Ah, for fuck's sake.
And the defender takes care of business.
1-0 at half time.
Another 45 minutes left, but as it stands, Lee, the title party will have to wait for another day.
Yeah, I'd like to see him do a little bit more in the second half, Derek, to be honest with you. They need to if they're going to lift that trophy today.
Minutes there getting the leader from Brighton, but Hlošek equalising. 1-0 here at the Valley Parade. Please. Let's get this up today, and then Arsenal and Spurs, even if we get smashed by them, it doesn't matter. Arsenal leading Crystal Palace, Leicester leading Fulham, Manchester City drawing 0-0 with Liverpool, and Southampton leading Manchester United. I just want to say again, just for clarification, by the way, even if Arsenal do win, and we both, like if both teams win, if we win and Arsenal win, we'll still win the Premier League regardless because we'll have a bigger gap than they can catch up with. 5 shots for 4 on target, 49% possession for ourselves, 4 shots for 3 on target for Brighton, 51% possession. It's a very even game, to be fair. But let's see if we can break away here a little bit. Try and get a second, try and get in the driver's seat. Hlošek's already won the ball. Good sign, that was for Carbonero, but okay. Look for it to Rodrigo, who's going to have next to no chance of getting in. Hennessy gets in front of Vallejo. Palaversa, Hlošek, out of position, but it's alright. Kubo. Wasn't the one that was intended to, but it's fine, we'll work with it. Carbonero, Rodrigo. Oh my god, there's just there's so many of them defending.
Martin Ødegaard.
Defense gets tackling on Lopez. Palaversa. I pressed A before being tackled. Oh, come on, keep the ball. Oh, it's unlucky.
Delighted to say more Premier League action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Brighton and Hove Albion.
Brighton play Everton next. They're still trying to survive, I guess, relegation, but I think they've probably done it. Fucking hell, move, Carbonero. Jesus Christ. Kubo. Rodrigo. Keysons. Ali Keysons makes it 2-1.
As it stands, they will be champions.
Oh, just look
at the moment.
It's unbelievable.
We're going to be holding the championship. Hey Ryan, welcome back.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score.
We just need to hold on now and we will be Premier League champions.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Alec Keysons thundering it past Smythe in the Brighton goal. Can we do this? If we do it today, we'd have to worry about Arsenal or Spurs or Burnley. We don't care what results we get in those. I'll still play them, but I'm not going to be bothered what results we get. But if we win today, the Premier League comes back, the title comes back to the Valley Parade after 1 year away. We won it 2 years ago, then Man City won it last season by, I think, 1 point or something. Very close margin. Carbonero, Hlošek keeps the ball onto Rodrigo. If we can get a third, bro, I'll be ecstatic. Carbonero, oh no, get there. I honestly thought it was going to be 3. It's fine though. We lost straight out of the keeper. I should have maybe directed it a little better. Sinistera coming off. I have no idea who that is, but he's coming on. Probably Groeneveld, I would assume, because he seems to be the wide player. Always seems to come on. Oh, Sepulveda. Oh my god, I thought it was in. Who headed that? I don't know. I think it was in Mikado.
Just put him off a little bit, but it was worth an effort. If he goes in, he's a hero.
Yeah, it was, but he couldn't get on target. Oh, this is actually so annoying. If we can wrap it up here, I want to wrap it up here. I don't want to have to try and wrap it up against Arsenal or Spurs, because that's just going to be difficult, and it'll come down to the final day. And I mean, if I do it then, that'd be great, but I just want to get it. I want to get the Premier League 1, pretty much. 2-1 up here against Brighton. Palaversa. Onto Kubo, into Hlošek. Rodrigo making a run through. Oh, he's only gone and done the cheekiest goal that you might see. 3-1 up now, we're getting ever closer to being the champions again. Rodrigo's absolutely done Smythe there. And the defender couldn't get back and do anything about it. tried his best, but wasn't going to work out from there. Brilliant chip by Rodrigo. I wasn't sure how to finish that one, so I just thought I'll go for the chip, see if it works. And it worked. And Rodrigo gets his name in double figures, really, I guess. He's done well. In the few amount of Premier League appearances he's had, he's done very well to get 10. We're half an hour off the Holy Grail. The second Premier League title in this Bradford City career mode. After having 5 seasons in this league. Ødegaard in the middle, it's blocked by Upamecano. Ødegaard brings it the second time. It's not away at all, but it is sorted.
Yeah, doing his job, right position, right time.
Rodrigo tries to flick out to Loschek, it's not going to work out, but Keysont should win that header, he does. Abner can't get there though. It's a bit of a ping pong match at the moment. Pikachu does well there and keeps possession. Keysont, he's been absolutely scythed down, that's going to be a yellow. Ødegaard, that's a very poor challenge. An off chance. Off, but it's only a yellow for Ødegaard. He absolutely scythed down Keysont there. Look at this. Nothing of anything. Didn't get any of the ball, just got all leg. Free kick to Bradford City. I should probably make some substitutions actually. We'll throw on Szoboszlai. We'll throw on Havertz. I think we'll leave it for now. Because every other player I really need for the Roma game. Kubo and Palaversa coming off. For Havertz and Szoboszlai, we were just talking about it and they're coming on now. Let's see if we can wrap this up. I mean, it's already wrapped up in my opinion, but let's just see if we can hold on. Keysont. I was hoping to draw another foul from someone. I was going to keep running until I drew another foul, but I was too. Rodrigo off to Keysont. Oh, he's fucking awfuled it. I've done that badly. That's really bad. I apologise. That was an awful shot from me there. I shouldn't have put it on like that. But it's alright. It just means we can't score on that occasion. It doesn't mean it's over. 22 minutes remain. I'm bloody excited to win the Premier League again. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Keysont. I don't know if we'll hit 100 points. I don't think we will, but we're definitely going to win the Premier League. Loschek, he's going to make it 4 here, surely. No, he's not. He's going to lay it off to Rodrigo. For Rodrigo to make it 4. And we are going to be Premier League champions. I could have taken it on with Loschek, but might as well rub the wound, salt the wound, is what I'm trying to say, but I can't speak English. Rodrigo, possibly the easiest goal of the season for him. He's had a good season, to be fair. He's had limited appearances. He's scored, I think, in every single one. Or most of them, anyway. We'll see at the end of the Champions League final. We'll see in the season finale. The career mode finale, perhaps. I can't say the Champions League final yet, though, because we still need to get past Roma. Not going to be an easy ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Szoboszlai intercepts. Keysont gets it gone. I don't even care what happens now, as long as they don't make it 4-all. We're Gucci. Oh, he's just absolutely nicked my Pikachu there. Keysont straight across. That works. Gonna run into me.
Well, now I think the fans know they're going to be celebrating a title. What an achievement, Lee.
Well, they have been the best
15 minutes remain.
About that. They played with such a sense of freedom throughout this season. It's been a joy to watch. Not long now.
Scored stupid amounts of goals. It's a corner, I think, there to Brighton.
Well, he's given a corner, the referee.
The best thing is we've still got 3 games left. We can score even more goals. Or it won't matter what we do because we'll be Premier League champions. Once again.
Played into the centre of the box.
That's in the Font's hands. It's okay. This is a bit. Well, it was. I mean, it was a good display at the end of today. I knew it was going to happen. But that could have been more easily done, I think. Like, I don't know, just stopping it without dropping it. Havertz could get something in this match. Oh, it's a really good block by Nunez. Good strength. But Brighton are not going to be the spoilers. Brighton aren't going to stop us today. And to be honest, who can? Oh, the answer isn't Roma.
It's a goal for Manchester United. 9 minutes remain. 1-1.
He escapes the tackle. Oh, bugger. Fuck that position. Easons wins it back though. Just get down that wing, get Hlošek on the burners. Get Hlošek on the burners. Rodrigo's hat-trick! Rodrigo is such a talent. If you could sign him in career mode, I would 100% recommend it.
Well, Derek, he can relax now.
It's a hat-trick.
Fully deserved. Well done.
And also, it's a definite win here at the Vibe Parade, which means, that's right, we're going to be celebrating the Premier League. 12 goals now in the Prem for Rodrigo. I think he's only had like 12 appearances as well, so that's pretty good. He's been more Champions League and Cup based when I've played him, but he's been very well, he's done very well, I should say. He's a very good player when he gets played.
A goal has been scored at St Mary's. Alan
Rodrigo, could we make it 6? Could we make it 6? Saved. What? That's got to be defended. I was so like cocky, I knew it was going to be 6 and then it didn't happen. Lopez coming off for Mbabu. That's got to be a block, surely. If it goes for a corner then we'll know, obviously. Alright, yeah, okay. I thought we'd got another one with Rodrigo, to be honest.
It came to nothing.
Ah, it's unlucky to not get 6 there, but James, number 6, wins the ball back. I pressed A, but God forbid the game actually recognises that. Let me just get the ball back, thank you. Rodrigo. Hlošek. Back to Rodrigo again. It's just a massacre at this point. We're just having fun. Rodrigo is one of the best young strikers you can get on this game. I would 100%. If you can buy him, buy him.
Well, it's a lovely goal. The pass was sublime.
He's stuck on the goalpost. That's why it took so long just because I was interested.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal.
I was going to lay off one more to Carbonero, but what's the point of making it more difficult than it needs to be?
Well,
6-1 on the final day. When they went 1-0 up, I thought, oh, this isn't going to be our game. But it was also 1-1 at half time, I might add. But it's completely turned around in its head. And we're going to be celebrating Premier League glory. I don't know when. But once this final whistle goes, the crowd will go mental and you won't be able to hear me at all. Another one maybe?
An abundance of space. Havertz. And it was straight at the keeper.
Ah, saved by Smythe. I thought honestly, Rodrigo gets 5th of the game, that'd be mad. As soon as that final whistle goes, this crowd is going ballistic.
And the referee has blown for full time. It's official now. The champions have been crowned.
Absolutely top of the pile. That's all you can do when you start off pre-season. You see this moment in your mind's eye. They've got their brilliant season. It really has been.
Their goal to be the best team in the league, and they've hit the target.
Well, Derek, there'll be definitely times this season where the form has dropped. We've had injuries, etc. Almost seems like a pipe dream to look at these moments now. But they'll celebrate long into the night, I'm sure.
Well, memories for players in
And it's going to be our longest reigning player to lift the Premier League trophy.
When you win your own domestic league, that to me is the pinnacle.
The man has been here since day 1 of this career mode, and he's going to be here till the end, whenever that end will be. He's going to lift the Premier League, and we are once again Premier League champions, Bradford City.
Trophy is theirs. Well, this is the best moment.
running around Valley Parade with the Premier League trophy once again.
Certainly the supporters, they've given the players absolutely 100% support all season.
Bradford City win the second Premier League trophy of this career mode. And you can't say it isn't deserved at all. We have been destroying teams left, right and centre. And this is a reward.
And this is all as part of the fun league. The photographs.
Absolutely, one for the scrapbook. Not so sure players have scrapbooks these days, but I've still got mine in the loft somewhere.
Bradford City, Premier League champions.
League champions.
But this season isn't even close to being over. We have not even got to the objective that we're looking for this season. A 6-1 victory though over Brighton. We had 16 shots to 13 on target with 49% possession. We had 6 shots to 4 on target, 51% possession. We ran the show in the second half. We were making sure we were walking out of there with the Premier League title. Rodrigo, man of the match with a 10. You can't really give it to anyone else. Sloshik with a 9.6. Keysons with a 9. Hennessy with an 8.3, Upamecano with an 8.2, James with an 8.1, everyone getting over a 7. Rodrigo got 4, Sloshik and Keysons with the other goals. The Brighton goal came from Sinistera, who is not their man of the match actually. It's Vallejo who is the man of the match with a 7.8. Sinistera scoring at one point was a leading goal, but it turned out to be a consolation. He gets a 7.6. Post-match interview. Oh, I'm jubilant now. It doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the season in the Premier League. Arsenal, Leicester, Liverpool and Southampton win all their games. Man City lost. They might finish outside the top 4 to be completely honest with you. But Arsenal can't win the Premier League now.
Just a moment of your time.
Talk to me about the Premier League trophy. Congratulations are in order. You're league champions. How happy are you to clinch the title with matches still to be played? Bloody ecstatic, mate. We don't even have to worry. Congrats to the boys for making our fans proud today. All credit goes to the boys for their performance throughout the entire season. Well done to them for taking the trophy home early and making our fans proud. Catch is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied with this performance today? I'm satisfied with everyone's performance today. It was enough to clinch us the title. He deserves all praise. Kakachi is a fantastic player and he deserves all the praise he gets. I hope he can continue to amaze us with performances like these. Bradford City's unbeaten so far in the Premier League. Are you confident to keep streak rolling? I don't bloody care, to be honest. We're the champs, but we're unbeaten for a reason. There's a good reason why we're unbeaten for 18 matches. Holy shit. Our defence is rock solid. No wonder we've won the Premier League title.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate that. That's all the questions we have for you.
Unbeaten for 18 matches. We're an unstoppable force of nature. That's madness. Right, but like I said, it's not even over. Not yet by a long shot. Training injury. That better not be anyone that I need. Before we look at training injury, we're going to save over because we are Premier League champions. Oh, happy days. Please don't. I don't even want to know. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. Oh, for a second I was concerned. I am slightly concerned because it's one of our fullback options gone. But Reece James suffered a torn quadricep muscle. The initial assessment from our medical department is that he will be out for about 2 months. So he's out for the rest of the career mode, unfortunately for Reece James. I don't know how much more he would have actually played anyway, but he's out. Let's take a look at what we've got left. We've got Arsenal after this. 3 days after this. Oh, we're probably going to lose them. It's okay, because we won the Premier League already. Spurs 4 days after that, and then Burnley 4 days after that. But Premier League is not what we're on about here. It's not what's important. What's important is getting into the Champions League final. Hoshek's hit a 94. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do this, we've got to do a squad report. I'm usually starting this at the start of a month, but I had to play that Brighton one because the black screen last time didn't work properly. So yeah, that's true. We have to do a squad report here. I'm glad I saw Hoshek's rating. I think his is the only one that's actually changed, but that's fine. Still growth. It's still growth at this point in the career mode. And he's going to go for a lot more money. I think Klošek's going to go for something over 200 million, like for real. Look at this. He is an absolute... Look how many. Everything is green. Apart from the red ones that he doesn't really need. Everything is either like light green or a shade, well, any shade of green, pretty much. He's an absolute boss. I think I've got to start him in the Champions League final. I don't think I can justify not doing. If we get there, obviously. Still a task ahead of us. I didn't want to do that. I messed it up a little bit here, but it's alright. I am absolutely ecstatic that we've won the Premier League, but that is not even close to what we want to accomplish in this season. We've got one trophy, but we've not got the one trophy that I care about. Let's take a look at the Premier League table before we go into the squad report, though, just so you guys could soak it in a little bit. Rub it into anyone else who is a fan of anyone else. Also, by the way, Atletico and Paris have already played their semi-final. So if we are to get through, if we get past Roma, we will take on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. But that is big news. But before that, let's take a look at the Premier League. We've definitely won it. Look at that goal difference. 132. We scored 132 goals. That's unparalleled. That's actually unparalleled. Have we got any confirmed relegations yet? Middlesbrough confirmed. Crystal Palace confirmed. I think Aston Villa are probably going to go down, but it's not confirmed yet. I am dumbfounded. How many goals we scored, how we've won the Premier League so early, and just how good we are. Before we did press conference, so yeah, squad report. I've got to remember to do that before I do anything else. The possible final squad report of the career mode. I guess we'll see. Adam Klošek going up to for 92 to 94. What's his... I want to see what he's worth. Sorry, hold on. I know I'm doing this, but I want to see. 146. What's the highest? Is he the highest now? Adam Klošek is the highest. Like, he's worth the most in this club. It's absolutely unreal. Look at his value. 146.5 million. Jadon Sancho, 141.5 million. Greenwood, 136.5. Vinicius, 130.5. Havertz, 125. Felix, 117. Militao, 101. But I've got a bid from Real Madrid for 170, which I'm going to go accept after this, actually. Carbonero, 100. Carbonero will always be the biggest success story in this career mode. But Klošek, Greenwood, and everyone else who's exceeded their potential, it's mad. But yeah, before we go into anything else, I actually need to accept that transfer before Real Madrid say, actually, we're rescinding the offer. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Real Madrid can have him at the end of the season. 101 million is his worth. We've got 170 million, sorry, for a 30-year-old, which is pretty good, because he's only going to go down in overall now. But anyway, before we go in any further, I didn't even do the I didn't even do the squad report. I just clicked off. Bro, there's so much to cover anyway. Adam Klošek got up to from 92 to 94. Mikhail Samarov, out on loan at Charleroi, got up to from 72 to 74. Roman Mazepov got up to from an 82 to an 84. Ilya Bondarchuk got up to from a 75 to a 77. Alec Keysons got up to from an 89 to a 91. Mason Greenwood got up one from a 92 to a 93. Vadim Konstantinov got up one from an 8 to an 81. He's out on loan at Lyon. Rodrigo got up one from an 89 to a 90. Erkin Kutcher got up one from an 86 to an 87. Dominic Szoboszlai got up one from an 89 to a 90. Ante Palaversa got up one from an 87 to an 88. Reece James got up one from an 86 to an 87. Trent Alexander-Arnold got up one from an 89 to a 90. Ozan Kabak got up one from an 85 to an 86. I'm losing my voice a little bit already, and we're not even anywhere close to finishing this episode yet. One from 89 to a 90, that's Thomas Hennessy. Eder Militao got up one from 92 to a 93. Lamberto Cacace got up one from 89 to a 90. Gianluigi Donnarumma got up one from 92 to a 93. Johan Carbonero got up one from... Oh, he's not got up at all, actually. Sorry, I usually expect him to go up. None of these players have grown. I'm surprised at Vinicius more than anything. I really want to look at Vinicius' stats, but I'm only going to look at Felix's there because you just saw it quickly. Anyway, press conference before we head into this vital game. This couldn't be more important if it tries.
Noi siamo pronti. Se volete possiamo cominciare con le domande.
Don't speak Italian, unfortunately. But Sancho's in good form. Will we see more of him today? Absolutely. Rotation is key. I'm looking after all my players in the squad that desire to play. Sancho's make the most of any chance he gets if he wants to cement his starting position. So why I'm giving him a run out today. You're facing Roma at home, having to defeat them in the first leg away by 2 goals, even though they had some good shots. Your favourites to go through to the next round, so anything that could happen to change that. Well, we're not actually at home. We're away for the second leg. Roma deserves more respect. Even though we won the first leg, we must pay attention to them as they have many quality players and already proved capable to bypass our defence. He's basking in great form recently. Do you think you continue to perform at lightning pace in upcoming matches? In terms of Premier League, I don't care. But in terms of Champions League, I really bloody hope so. We must avoid distractions. These last results have been great, but we shouldn't get distracted. There are tough matches ahead, but if we can keep our high standards of preparation, I'm confident this run's not ending anytime soon.
Era l'ultima domanda. La conferenza stampa finisce qui. Grazie.
Alright. I know that game just there was important and imperative to us winning the Premier League, but this is even more important. 4-goal Rodrigo sharks Brighton's defence. This is ridiculous from him. Rodrigo scored yet again to wrap up an amazing performance against the bewildered Brighton and Hove Albion side. With 4 goals to his name, he certainly managed to impress the home crowd. I mean, it was us as a home crowd at one point. Liverpool scored 1 against Manchester City to record a memorable 1-0 win over their rivals. Nice. Team of the week, who have we got? Hennessy, Upamecano, Keysons, Rodrigo, Hlošek. I've got bloody hiccups, I apologise. Bradford take 2, goal advantage in the second leg. Yuri. Oh, it's Yuri. They're going to, of course, feature him on this. He's our former player. Bradford City have earned a big advantage over their opponents by securing a 2-goal lead in the first game. Rome scored 2 goals away, which they hope will help them turn the tie around and see themselves go through to the final. Silva. Who's Goncalo Rosa Silva? Never even heard of him. Premier League Player of the Month shortlist. Probably Greenwood in here. Oh, Greenwood isn't in here. Keysons is in there. Rodrigo's in there. Hlošek's in there. And Saka from Arsenal is in there as well. Keysons and Rodrigo don't play a lot of Premier League, so that's incredible for them. Hlošek as well actually doesn't play a lot of Premier League. But anyway, dominant Bradford City sealed Premier League title after a consistent and dominant performance throughout the entire season. Bradford City can finally celebrate and lift the Premier League trophy with 3 games to spare. They have been the best team hands down and have been rewarded for the hard work and captivating football. Who is his view player here? Who do we get? Oh, Sancho. Look at his stats. Right, here we go. I am nervous as fuck to do this match. I know we've got a 2-goal lead, but that doesn't mean shit in this game. No concurrent matches because the other one's already been played. If we are to be victorious here in this one, we will take on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi and Alexander-Arnold as the fullbacks, Militao and De Ligt as the centre-backs, Havertz, Szoboszlai and Sancho as the midfield three, Vinicius Junior left forward, Mason Greenwood right forward and captain, Felix the striker. We're at the Stadio Olimpico. We've got a 4-2 aggregate lead to take into this one, but Roma have 2 away goals which could help them, but if we score, I think 1 away goal here, we're in prime position. That'd be great. So let's just see what we can do. I'm hoping we can, if we can't win, I'm just hoping we don't lose. This season will be for nothing if we fuck this up. God, I know it's only a video game, but I feel so much pressure. Motel, great tackle. Great tackle again. Oh, this could be brilliant if he keeps playing like this in the game. I just want to get this done. Really fucking around in pre-match drills. Stadio Olimpico looks fucking beautiful. Probably an equal amount of Roma and Bradford City fans here, to be honest. Cult following for Bradford City has grown so much.
I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box is Lee Dixon.
We've taken this club from a League 2 side who couldn't do anything really at the start to this point, and we won with 9 minutes off the Champions League final, and we have the advantage. Those are the brackets there.
Who knows how they're going to react? Really excited about this one, Derek.
Oh boy. The pressure's on, even though we're 2 goals up, they could just turn the tide completely.
The Roma starting 11. And you tend to know what
Oh my god, this is similar. I think it's actually the same lineup they used. Why aren't they starting Yuri? I don't get it. It's the exact same, yeah. Alright. I think maybe some players might move around. I think Wygate was right back last time. I don't know where Sick was. But what I do know is it's all or nothing in this one. If we fuck this up, we fuck up the season. And I don't want that. Especially after we've just destroyed everyone on our way to Premier League glory.
This is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
We've gone all out. We've gone the best lineup we can bring to the table.
Yeah, very
bar
narrow
none.
look about the team up front and narrow in midfield, so both fullbacks should be getting extra pay this week because a lot's going to be asked of them going forward and defensively.
And they get the ball rolling.
Here we go, Stadio Olimpico. We just need to not lose. We need to make sure they can't get anything in this one.
And he was in the right place to
Good block by
intercept.
Sancho. Felix, if we could score an early goal, that would be absolutely insane. And Vinicius, oh, he's off. Oh dear. Rebound header. It's not going to power on it. You can't. The one thing Roma need to do, if they're going to bring this back, is they can't let Vinicius or any of our attackers actually, for that matter, through like that. Greenwood. Oh, it's saved, and there's going to be a follow up. It's going to get cleared. Positive start here against Roma.
To myself how important that save will be come the end of the game. Really important goalkeeping to keep it all square, wasn't it?
Felix to throw it in here.
Now with Hakimi, straight down the throat
Oh
of
my
the
god,
opposition.
no. Awful from me.
Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide
Vinicius,
a game.
good player to watch. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Lee, what are you anticipating seeing from him? And a fine stop.
Being stretched, Donnarumma grab, so you've got to be joking me, Militao. You've actually got to be joking me. Time like this, you can do that.
Canavine.
Great tackle. And we know Szoboszlai's got the pace. And he's also got the passing ability off to Vinicius. Oh, I went cheeky. I shouldn't have done. I can't do that. I have to score. Just put myself in a good position. Hakimi. Felix, out strength. To the point that it's a free kick.
The referee left with little choice but to award the free kick. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Oh boy.
Derek, good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
Free kick. I'm not going to shoot this. There's no chance of that, I think, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to score it from here. There's next to no chance I'm scoring it from here. Let's just do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of this. Oh dear. Move. Perfect. Sancho. Oh fuck. Never mind, it's all good. Vinicius scores. And we're in a perfect... I'm happy right now. Exactly what we needed. An away goal. Will that do it? I hope that'll do it. I was a little bit concerned at myself when I did the over-the-top cross kind of thing. But it's worked out. Sancho into Vinicius. And Vinicius into the net, as if it's going to go anywhere else when he is near the ball.
Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
Vinicius Junior strikes again. I think that's number 5 in the Champions League. Number 6 in the Champions League, I apologise.
And now 5-2 on aggregate.
5-2 here now. I want to say that we have this wrapped up, but if they score 3, they go through on the way goals rule, so it's just not wrapped up at all. It's not even close. If they win 3-1 here, they will go for an away goals rule. Obviously, I don't want it to happen, so I'm going to try and score another here with Vinicius.
Can he put it away? And he scored not once,
Right.
but twice.
I think it's safe to say it now. I think it's safe to say we're going to be Champions League finalists. Whether we win or whether we lose, that's not important at this point. What matters is we're probably going to be going to a Champions League final. I think I can say it now. Vinicius Junior is an absolute god. Unstoppable force of nature right now.
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It could be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Vinicius Junior gets the 7th in the Champions League, and honestly, the way he keeps going, he could actually overtake Rodrigo and become a top scorer in the Champions League. But yeah, we are in a very strong position now. If anything, I feel sorry for Roma. They need something out of this, and they haven't been able to create anything yet.
At times they make
Oh, what?
passing look easy. Can he deliver
The late
accurately?
blocks for a Roma corner.
And the defender
We now
got
need
the last
4
touch.
goals, and
That'll
that's
be a
just
corner.
to get it to extra time. Because they scored 2 away goals, and we scored 4 home goals. So if it goes the same way the other way around, if Roma win 4-2 here, then we will have to go to extra time. At the moment, though, I don't see Roma scoring 1, let alone 4. Alenia.
Over it
Liver.
comes. A
Birmingham's
very
easy,
high
right?
degree
Yeah.
of
Well, it's easy
difficulty
enough.
for
It's
any
away.
goalkeeper.
Sheer quality of the shot, and certainly quality of the save.
Fine reaction
Great
from
save
the
by
keeper.
Donnarumma from the header.
Like a good opportunity
And
to
get
be
it gone.
fair, but the keeper was more than equal to it.
Can we get it? Can Greenwood get this? Hold on. He can, you know.
Fine cross into the middle.
It's an awful cross, though.
And no nonsense defensive clearance. And they do like to
Way too
press
high, way
whenever
too
they
far.
can.
Cross was poo.
Now with
Emi,
the
though,
Hakimi.
does pick out the
And
ball.
now passing it through.
Vinicius Junior hat-trick, perhaps?
Must
Question mark?
score. Despite being
What?
clean through, he's
I
missed
thought
it.
I'd top bins that.
One-on-one, you have too much time to think about it. He side foots it, he should
Should have
score.
passed it into Felix just to ensure that we were going through, but I don't know. I just thought we could get the hat-trick with Vinicius. I don't know what I was worried about, to be honest. We're in a very good spot right now. It's just this game sometimes fucks you over. Vinicius has not had 6 shots already. There's absolutely no chance. Vinicius onto Felix.
Well, that's one for them to
Goes
pursue.
to Greenwood.
Will it be?
Oh, I tried to shoot immediately. For some reason, Vinicius took a touch there.
Overstated.
We'll never know why. Delay. Oh, what?
Alexander Galavin has it.
Right. Motel.
And attempting the through
Felix
ball.
onto Vinicius. Oh dear.
Can he make it count? Well, every finisher's dream. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy.
Yeah, I think we've done it.
So what a finish that is.
We're ripping Roma apart in our own backyard. Deservedly so as well. We're a hell of a team.
But you've got to ask questions about the
And it's clear now, if we don't beat Atletico in the final, I'm very upset.
not there.
A chance to revisit the goal.
Mason Greenwood adds to the total. It could have been a hat-trick of Vinicius. I think he probably would have done it if he wanted to, but I think he was just trying to be unselfish. And Mason Greenwood, assisted by Vinicius Junior, makes it 3-0. It's only his 2nd goal in the Champions League. Hasn't been playing a lot in the Champions League, to be fair, hasn't Greenwood. But
Is this going to be a thrashing?
I think we've wrapped it up. 7-2 on aggregate. Roma haven't conjured up really anything.
Wagé. Well, they're on the scent of something
And we are in a
positive.
very good spot.
Crossing into the middle.
Great dive by Donnarumma. I wasn't sure what was going to happen there, to be honest with you. And another stop. Roma are having opportunities, you're just not putting them away.
And they'll have to throw it back in play.
They beat you kick it like that. Raveling Bradford fans, you can hear him in full song.
Well, just couldn't keep himself onside.
Offside. unfortunate, although it is very much offside. Militao to Hakimi. Vinicius to Bosloy. Back to Vinicius. Fortunately, to say about Lopez, that could have been a hat-trick again for Vinicius. We are absolutely destroying Roma here. I can't be happy right now with how this has gone. I don't even care about Arsenal up next, or Spurs, or Burnley. Can I get a shot off? Weird. I was just more concerned about getting to the Champions League final, and I think we've done that emphatically. Atletico should be shaking in their boots. Great stop by Donnarumma. I was trying to bring Hakimi across. Golovin. Try to get one back for Roma here. Try to give him some semblance of a chance. I just don't think it's going to happen for the Italian Giants tonight, though. Roma making it to the semi-finals, to be fair, is quite an achievement, but I don't know if they're thinking they're going to get past Bradford, say, or not, but evidently it's not the case. To be honest, I don't trust this game. I thought it could have happened, but... Felix. Let's get away from Sek. Counter-attack, perfect, brilliant. Havertz, not quite. It could have been a perfect counter-attack there, but not to be. Felix. Oh, it's every touch. I didn't want to take.
Alexander Galavin has it. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase.
Alenia, I can't see because someone's just come online. Hakimi gets it easily though. Loses it again, however. Trent gets it gone. 4 out of minutes. What the fuck is that? Was that Malin with the shot way over? No, it's Gedson. Gedson Fernandez lashing at it, and I think Roma are, I guess, starting to sink in for them. They're not going to make it to the Champions League final. Bradford City, however, are going to have that distinction, I think, barring an incredible second half performance. And they have got a goal, to be fair. They still need 4 more. Golovin got to celebrate on his own. I don't think any of the fans are too happy right now.
Well, here it is again, Derek. The way to the pass is excellent, and the finish.
I don't know why. I don't know where Trent is. I don't know why nobody's marking that run either. But is it deflected or is Donnarumma just dived badly? What the? Hold on. Wait a minute. What was that save attempt from Donnarumma? Honestly, he's playing dodgeball there. Golovin's first goal in the Champions League, possibly his last.
No shortage of
goals. He could score again this game.
3-1. It's with Alenia.
Hakimi. It's half time.
That for the first half here.
Well, we're in the lead, and we're in a very good lead. But stranger things have happened in FIFA. Roma could score 4 and take this to extra time. In fact, they wouldn't take it to extra time, would they? Because we have got more away goals than they have now. We'd go through on away goals. 8 shots to 6 on target for Roma, 52% possession. 9 shots to 7 on target for ourselves, with 48% possession. It should be more of an even game, but Donnarumma's just been better than Lopez in the net.
And they're underway in the second half of this Champions League semi-final.
I should maybe worry a little bit about Arsenal because it would be nice to beat them, even though, you know, it's over in terms of the Premier League season. But I don't really care, to be honest. It's offside, right? Yeah. It's a step off, but it is offside.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I'd like to see that again.
Yeah, literal step off. The lit. Trent, Sancho now. Thought Green might make a run onto it, but I guess he can't be arsed. I mean, I don't really see much point in doing so because we've already won, but Vinicius is just going to get his hat-trick. What? What? How have we not made it 4-1? Vinicius hits the post. Havertz hits the keeper. Sancho's missed. Sancho to deliver.
Now the delivery. Not
Oh dear.
that convincing defensively.
The Bosley booting it at every Roma players in a bastard way. I think the audio messed up a little bit there, but it seems to have fixed itself. Hakimi.
And we have
Havertz.
live Premier League action coming
Oh,
up
it's not
for
pass.
you soon on EA TV. It's Bradford City.
Yeah, we
facing
take on
Arsenal.
Arsenal,
That should be a
Valparaiso.
really interesting matchup, atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
Doesn't really matter. It would have been a title decider
Well, that's the
had
kind
the
of
title
play
not already
you
been
want from
decided.
your defender. Reports abound in the sports blogs and tabloids and on the internet.
Lombo, Suarez could be on the move. Who the fuck is Lombo? He must be one of their players. He's come up in both Roma legs. I have no idea who it is. I thought it was going to go to Vinicius, to be honest. I didn't realise it was going to go to Felix.
Well, it's not all about tipping balls
Okay.
around the post. It's about being brave and diving at players' feet.
Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Individual
Oh dear,
quality
we've got
coming to the
no
fore.
defence really, have we?
Cutting the ball back.
Never mind, we do apparently.
And that was a very fine read.
However, it's very good control to keep it out of their possession. Except Vinicius can't seem to receive the ball there. Oh dear.
It should be. And they've only got
It is. Another goal for Roma. And the problem could occur here that I was talking about. They just need 3 more goals. Well, 4 actually to win the tie. 3 more against the one of the away goals. I just thought, you know, Donnarumma would be a goalkeeper there, but I guess I was wrong.
Chance to revisit the goal.
Malin finishes it off. I thought honestly it was going to be saved. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused and concerned. Malin gets another one for himself in the Championship. That's number 4 for him. Again, could be his last. This is what I'm concerned because anything can happen. It's 3-2. Got half an hour to ensure that Roma don't pull off a miracle. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! I didn't run that way.
Quick thinking to dispossess his
And
opponent.
Militao gets it off of Malin. That could have been disastrous. Malin's down. Oh, he's back up. That could have been an injury.
Others to play it to. Golovin. It has to be. Well, the shot from that position.
Roma are giving me some scares. I'm not going to lie. Malin try to get another one.
Let the power down a little bit and go for accuracy.
Palaversa to come on for Sabosloy right here.
And a substitution in the offing.
This isn't the most convincing performance from us, I've got to give myself that. But it's enough to get us into the final. What's important is doing good in the final. Set coming off
Sancho
as well. I didn't see who came on.
and attempting the through ball. Not to be this
Oh,
time.
they're just catching up to me every time.
Defender finding a solution to the problem.
Wage gets it clear.
Sancho.
Alexis Sancho.
Two players waiting in the middle.
Other edge of area.
Can he take the chance?
Moves offside.
Well, just couldn't keep himself onside.
Saved anyway, but yeah, just a few steps off. That's unfortunate.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
Substitution, however, for Roma. Gedson coming off for Yuri. We'll bring on Hennessy. Ties to Lit. making way for Thomas Hennessy. We've just got 23 minutes to hold out. I was looking at a substitute thing and I thought, oh, we don't have anyone called Fernandes, thinking Yuri was still at Bradford. My brain's just not on. That's what's Valversa. I didn't see it. I didn't even notice there was a player behind him. What the fuck? I don't understand defending in this game. This is the stupid. It's so dumb. I've tackled him straight up. Then he runs off.
An easy finish.
Let's have another view of that goal.
And Alenia, please don't tell me they're actually going to fucking do this. Lord Almighty, Carlos Alenia getting his 5th. In the Champions League for Roma, there is no way that they actually pull this off, realistically, is there? I know I said that it should be a more even game, I didn't say I wanted it to be. They just need 2 more goals. Lads. I can't get a pass off because they're all just in the... They're playing 10 at the back. They've got Malin up front and that's it.
Malin with it.
And Malin seems to win every fucking ball. Like an Aussie men. Go play a ball off and get a throw.
Substitution time it is.
I'm actually more concerned than I was. Golovin coming off for Riccardi. Roma are pushing me to the limit here. 7-5 on aggregate. Still 2 goals clear on aggregate like we were initially. Vinicius to Greenwood. What? He's scared to get the ball. Look, do you see his reaction when the ball got passed? He was like, eh.
A bit sloppy in possession.
What on fucking earth is the point in defending when it just doesn't work? Like, can someone tell me?
Well, if he'd have just bent it or maybe just gone for a bit more accuracy. Instead he went for the strong shot and he just fluffed his lines.
Just wide from Roma again. They could have actually called a head in this match, which is ridiculous. Malin putting it wide though. I can't win the ball or do anything. They're just getting it every time and there's nothing I can seem to do about it. It's one of those games where I just can't get the ball back.
Tielemans. Oh, a vital interception.
And when I do, I just lose it immediately. Except for there. Oh, that one. Waggy's right there. I can't make a run with anyone because they're just like sitting so far back.
And that was a very fine read.
Sancho sends it towards Greenwood. I don't know if it's going to be received. It isn't. Of course it isn't. Fucking Waggy's got me hook, line and sinker on that side. I'm going to have to go left, I think. I don't know why I'm not going left. It's Vinicius' side.
Passing it with a bit of panache.
Good pass by Kimi, Havertz. On to Vinicius. We get it past the Nazi, no problem.
Running towards goal. Surely might still be able to do a bit of damage.
There's no one there to follow up. After Lopez makes a save from Vinicius.
Joao Felix.
Felix off to Sancho. Greenwood.
He succeeds in clearing it.
If we're going to play like this in the Champions League final, we're fucked, to be honest.
Jadon Sancho.
Greenwood to Sancho. For nobody because the fucking pass doesn't want to work. They're playing so well. They've dominated me in the second half, to be completely honest with you. And they probably on a different day, they probably deserve to be in the Champions League final, but luckily we've done enough in the first leg to get qualification to the Champions League final.
To be a throw-in.
Sancho, the throw in.
Alexander Arnold has it. Poor pass.
Pass it to absolutely fucking nobody of note. We've got 8 at the back. You know what? Whatever. As long as we keep it away from our goal, I guess. Smile.
Pretty comfortable piece of defending.
Oh, we've got 4 minutes. We're going to be in the Champions League final. That's confirmed.
Tielemans.
But what's the score going to be in this one?
Well, he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. This might be ideal for the counter.
To be honest, I don't know what the score's going to end up as. Nobody's making a run. Oh, Vinicius is kind of, I guess.
He's in with a chance. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's
What a
eyes
save from
and the
Lopez.
whites
It's
of his
not going to
outstretched
matter.
gloves.
But Bradford could have won the game
Well,
there.
he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
We've had our chances in the second half to try and take the lead again, but we just haven't been able to take them.
And he's fired over the corner.
Sancho towards Greenwood. It's out from Lopez. Militao. I don't know what the fuck I just did. Did I press A or B? I pressed the chip it and it went along the floor. Whatever. We're in the Champions League final. It's not like concrete by any means. That game was bloody difficult.
Nervy affairs. There's no difference with this one. There's a massive prize around the corner. You do
Holy
anything
shit though,
but
we've made it to the promised land. We've just got one more game to do.
and you have to say they deserve it.
And we complete the career mode. Vinicius with a double in Greenwood to make it 3-0 to us. Golovin, Malin and Alenia gave me a bloody scare by bringing it back to 3-all, but we still held on long enough to keep our spot in the Champions League final. We will take on Atletico Madrid. 14 shots without target, 54% possession for Roma, 16 shots with 11 on target, 46% possession for ourselves. It probably deserved to be a draw in that one, to be completely honest. Vinicius Junior man of the match with a 9.5. 8.7 for Greenwood, 8.3 for Szoboszlai, 8.2 for Sancho. There's a lot of players there that couldn't play at all. They weren't playing anywhere near as good as they usually are. Didn't check the Roma ratings, I apologise. What the Roma ratings looking like? The best player for them is either Malin. It wasn't Malin at all, sorry. It was Golovin with an 8.9. He had a really good game, to be fair. Alenia with an 8.6, Malin with an 8.3, Diawara with an 8.2. Golovin, Alenia, and Malin, of course, with the goals. But anyway, who cares? Champions League final inbound. We already know who we're facing in the Champions League final. It will be Bradford City versus Atletico Madrid. But we won't be playing that this episode. We'll be finishing off the Premier League remaining games. Sancho is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied are you with this performance today? We must keep momentum. We need Jade to keep this good momentum going for as long as possible. He did well today, but being able to keep his form going is what separates the great from the rest. Vinicius Junior's amazing goal scorer at Bradford City in today's draw. Any comments on his performance of why he's still unable to find a win? Good lesson. We found out that today we have many great individual talents, the best example being Vinicius Junior. It's up to myself and my staff to figure out how we can better gel as a team and win moving forward. The draw today secures your place in the Champions League final. Do you think you have what it takes to win the trophy? I fucking hope so. The trophy is ours to claim. I'm very happy with our recent performance. The way we are playing, it looks like we'll succeed in the final as well. If only it was that easy. If only we could just say that and we win. Oh my days though. How much do we get? 12 mil from qualifying for the final. We move on to the game against Arsenal, and I'll probably just play some whoever here, I guess. It's not really a big problem, is it? We'll save over here though. The biggest game is yet to be played. Here it is. Bradford City, Atletico Madrid, Champions League final, 27th of May, 2028. How long is that after the Burnley game? We've got a full 13 days to rest. Perfect. We can go all in with the full squad, especially Felix, who will be playing against his former club in the final. I will also be starting Carbonero. I can't not. He's been here since day one. He was here on the first day. He's got to be here on the last day. But anyway, Arsenal to come up. There's a lot of tired players. We are just off the back of a game, so we'll just try and make do what we can. I'm going to keep Vinicius in because I want to see how many goals he can actually get in the Premier League by the end of the season. Okay, we'll go to that side and throw McCann up here. Who else do they throw in? Carbonero, I guess, on the bench as well. And O'Leary for Szoboszlai. I think that's what we roll with for Arsenal. We've got to start with a somewhat good squad for Spurs as well, so it's quite difficult. How's Alexander-Arnold's stamina looking? I'll do this. Give as many right backs as we can right now because James is out for the rest of the season. We can move Militao there, but he's quite tired as well. It's alright though. We'll go with this one for Arsenal. It's not going to matter because we already won the Premier League title, but I would like to try and get as many points as I can, I think, now. Maybe as many goals as I can with Vinicius Jr. as well. Is Rodrigo on here? I want to see how many appearances he's had. Yeah, Rodrigo's had 9 appearances in the Premier League. He's got 13 goals. Last check another one, 15 appearances, he's got 13 goals. Kind of mad. Well, Rodrigo's definitely got his goal bonus anyway. How much money do we actually have? We still have a ridiculous amount of money that we haven't spent. It's crazy how rich we are in this career mode. What's I was going to look at kind of expenses and everything. Over 1 billion spent, 400 million on transfers, 644. Oh, how much we made? Sorry, we made 400 million on transfers, 644 million on merchandising, 6.6 million on season tickets, 29.6 million on match tickets, and 60 million prize money. That's kind of mad. Expenses, yeah, we've spent quite a bit, but we've actually made more than we spent. The profit is ridiculous. Club worth is 4.3 billion. Bro, what? Prize money, travel costs. Highest selling shirts, Vinicius Jr., Hlosek and Rodrigo. Fair enough. We've just been to Roma, so that cost a wee bit. We've got 12 million money for it. Match tickets. We can't have a lot of attendance because, of course, we've still got a smaller stadium. There's people just cramming themselves in the stadium. We're travelling to Birmingham. That costs 14,000 just to travel to Birmingham. Okay, there's some of these transfer things here. That's interesting. Right, well, we're only going to be travelling to one more place this season. Actually, 2 more places. We're travelling to Burnley on the last day of the season, but we're travelling to the Champions League final. I don't know where it'll be. I don't know when it. Well, I know when it'll be, but I don't know where it'll be. We'll see when it comes around. Did I save? I haven't saved yet. I've got to save. I have saved. Good. Of course, I'm sure I saved. But anyway, press conference.
Okay, guys, we're ready to start taking some questions now.
Arsenal are perceived as a weaker team when comparing to Bradford City. Does this mean a victory for Bradford City? By no means does it mean that. It doesn't mean anything like that. We need to be more focused. That's the general sentiment. However, I feel we lost our pace in our last match. We need to be careful. I can't say last matches because the last match has been great. It was just that one there with the little shake. I think Arsenal will be more competitive than usual given the current top of the league status of both teams. I don't really know because we already won the league. We're prepared. My team is as prepared as ever to face Arsenal. The lads trained hard to bring seriousness and professionalism to the table. See if Arsenal players are up to the challenge. Last time Arsenal lost with an incredible 4-0 to Bradford City. Was it 4-0? Wow. Your team performed just as well this time. Once a winner, always a winner. If we could win, then there's nothing stopping us from doing so again.
Okay, guys, we're out of time. Thanks very much for attending. Sorry if you couldn't get a question in.
Right, so Arsenal now. This would be important if Green was touching Vinicius in some private parts. Vinicius Jr. embraces Bradford draw against Roma. Stunning display by Vinicius Jr. Shocker, who had seen that one coming. Wasn't enough to see Bradford City past Roma as they're held in a 3-goal thriller. But I mean, like, to be honest, at the end of the day, we got to the final, so... Let's take a look at what this says. Theo Johnson looks bloody happy. After getting 2-goal advantage in the first match, Bradford City only drew against Roma in the reverse leg, which puts their minds solely on the finals. Brahim can make Arsenal debut, that could be interesting. Arsenal look to avoid another defeat. Bradford clash with Arsenal, we already won the title, so it doesn't matter. And Hlošek got the April Player of the Month award. Just for anyone who's interested in that situation. Nominees, of course, were Saka, Rodrigo, Hlošek, and Keysons, and it's Hlošek's impressive performance for Bradford City that's earned him the Premier League Player of the Month award for April. And we played again today, so let's see what he can do. No concurrent matches. This is the most important one. It's on the early kickoff, and we've made sure that it's the most important. Donnarumma in goal. Kakachi and Hakimi as the fullbacks. Militao and Hennessy as the centre backs. Keysons, Palaversa, and Kurtu as the midfield three. Vinicius Junior left forward. Hlošek right forward, and Rodrigo striker. Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Hlošek is a horrible combo to come up against. So let's see if Arsenal can deal with it. Great tackling. Boom. Oh, perfection. Oh, what? I just... Alright, cool. Get points to the keeper saving it, that's fine. Alright, cool. I'm not going to let him score. Refuse to let him score.
It's fair to say things are really getting serious in the upper reaches of the table. The top two about to lock horns. We'll have every kick of the ball for you live on EA TV.
Oh, we've already won the title.
And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling.
Can't off the audio's being weird a lot. It's being a little bit. Let me unplug and plug my microphone.
I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It's Bradford City up against Arsenal.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Should be a good game, this one. I always wanted to start the game on the front foot, fast play, force the opposition to respond. Hopefully we get that from the start of this match.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Lee, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, when you're playing against a player, sometimes you're trying to look at what
I mean,
his
the audio's
qualities
glitching
are.
out a little
Is he
bit in
good
terms of
hold-up
commentary.
player?
I don't
Is
know
he
why.
quick? Is he this? Is he that? But when somebody tells you he's a finisher, you know you're in big trouble.
It's weird, but anyway. The Arsenal lineup's probably going to get cut out of this episode because they always seem to be. Don't be surprised if that's the case.
The lineup then for the hosts. We think 4-3-3, but
here's our squadron.
Yeah, very
Thanks
narrow.
for closing the door really loudly, apparently.
Front and narrow in midfield, so both fullbacks should be getting extra pay this week because a lot's going to be asked of them going forward and defensively.
Here are the starters for Arsenal. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. The two central midfield players supplying support to a three ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10.
Well, Arsenal have got a bloody strong-ass squad. I don't know if it'll be seen on this episode. Usually I have to cut it out because apparently it infringes copyright somewhere. I don't know why and who and where. Besides that, but yeah, it does apparently. I've just run the whole way with Hakimi and I don't know why I did that, to be honest, because it's kind of put myself over. I don't know if the audio's glitched out or not, but hopefully it's not.
Absolutely no help in the centre. Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball.
Don't get it. You little... Ah! Stuck and run onto it. Oh, that's a different story at this end. Donnarumma has run onto it. I pressed it way earlier. Jesus Christ, Donnarumma.
Well,
Since the last second I need to
great
clear it.
mystery
Holy
in
shit.
terms of a team's preferred style, and the visitors do like to press high. It's very much their game. Lee, would you expect to see more of that?
Yeah, I think it's their preferred option for sure. It'd be interesting to see how high and how long they press for in this game. It's a really physical way of playing.
Valero with a goal
suits
kick.
them, but can
That's
they do it for
Martinez.
all
My
of the
parents like to
game?
close doors really loudly, don't they?
Foden.
If you guys can hear it. Offside, right?
Well, as the
Yeah, of
attacking
course.
side, you might dispute it, but
Ridiculous if that's offside.
Yeah, spot on from the linesman.
The audio
Spot on,
has gone a
but
bit
it's
weird.
close.
I can't tell if it's worth like restarting the game again. Donnarumma onto Hakimi. Into Ketchu.
Well, confirmation as we look at the table of newly crowned champions. I say that, but today is the day when they'll receive that much coveted piece of silverware.
I mean, we got it
And
last
the
week, what do you
party
mean?
Can really start it earnestly.
Yeah, absolutely. The party can start. They've got 90 minutes of football to play yet, though, but I'm not sure that will be too seriously taken, to be honest with you. They'll have the mind on the trophy.
I like to have another
I
win over
have to
Arsenal
say,
just
they've
to
been
slow them
far
down a
the
little
best
bit.
team in the league. So
To be honest, but like
week
if it
in,
doesn't happen,
week
it doesn't
out.
happen.
I'm sure they're going to enjoy today.
Over
I
the
pressed A
top
before it's
line
gone
for
up.
a throw-in.
This fucking game has the responsive time of like a 3-year-old. Going anyway, Palaversa intercepts. But then they intercept.
Possession back. Martinez making progress. Nicolas Benedetti.
I don't know what like sends this audio into shit, but it's gone to shit again, pretty much. Just what I make.
Foden. Teammate inside.
Yeah, like I'm trying to focus on this game, and I'm also trying to wonder what's wrong with my audio, and it just it ain't working out right now.
Masraoui here. Zagadou. In possession.
If it keeps staying like this, I'll mute the audio and reset the game after this match again. Why is it doing it? I don't know why it's doing this. Hopefully it'll fix itself for the Champions League final. It better do. Well, that'll be recorded separately anyway, so.
Wonderful chance.
Oh, I honestly thought he just got through with luck there.
Cut out for him, but delivered.
Yeah, that's what they do. Look at that save.
That's
Brilliant
not
effort.
where it fucking wants it to go. What the hell is this? Oh, this game actually so frustrating. I don't want to fucking do it. I actually get Champions League final done and then finish this fucking game for good.
And do they mean business on this occasion? He cuts it back.
Great save by Donnarumma.
He analyses it.
The
you know.
rebound's
I
awful.
think he'll feel he shouldn't have taken on the shot from there.
Well, he definitely shouldn't have done. The angle's all wrong. He's got to look for other options.
Donnarumma now with a goal kick.
That's the kind of shielding play
Oh,
you
dear.
expect from him.
Thought maybe that would work, but I guess it didn't.
Oh, and a perfect ball now.
Oh,
How about
fuck
this?
off, my
A
guy.
matter of keeping his composure.
That's fine, I
He's in
fucked up.
control of the situation.
Long enough for me to actually get back.
Martinez. Real danger. Can't miss, surely.
Great save by
Goalkeeping
Donnarumma.
right out of the top drawer.
I cannot believe he's kept that out the net.
Fuck off away from
amazing.
me.
This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity.
Vinicius, mate, come on. I want to try to get some more goals for the end of the season, even though you're already top scorer by a long shot.
Well, over the last 15 minutes,
Or isn't it
Arsenal
matter
have
too much?
dominated possession. I'm really impressed with how they've created from midfield.
No, they can dominate
Their forwards
everything
have
they
been
want.
really
Like,
good
literally,
as
we've won the
well.
Premier League. I don't
Creating
care.
chances around that
They can
box,
win,
and they put
for all I
them away.
care. I would like if they didn't, but, like, they could.
Foden. Adams.
At the moment, I'm trying to focus on my fucking audio, not
Really
being
look after the
fucking
ball when
ass.
they have it.
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
He makes a space here. And Calero.
He continues his run.
Back into Loschek.
Has
They've
a
got so
go.
many defenders covering, but it doesn't bloody matter!
Surely that's one hand on the title.
Oh, how important could that be? Just
Adam
look at the
Loschek
fans.
makes it
They're
1-0
going
Bradford
absolutely
City.
crazy.
The audio is a bit crackly, but it's not to the extent where like
perfect technique, and you won't get
hurt
any
people's
better
ears,
than
I don't
this.
think.
It's just a
But I will
dream
I will
strike.
restart again after this one.
Effort.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Adam Hlošek absolutely powers it past Magnan. I didn't think I could get the shot off, let alone get it in the back of the net. 1-0 here at the Valley Parade. 14th now for Hlošek.
The opening goal of the game then.
Saka on the lefty.
A move of promise on the
Hopefully we
flank.
can stop him, but apparently it doesn't seem to be able to be done, except we just did it, so I guess it is able to be done. Vinicius, my guy, you need to start getting some fucking places where I can actually give the ball to you, instead of just like being behind the defender all the time.
Nicolas Benedetti.
Maybe Vinicius is all gold out. I don't blame him, to be honest. He scored a shit ton this season.
Now what can they do from here?
Hennessy gets it gone to Kirchu. Rodrigo. Awful touch. Of course it is, it's FIFA 20. When's it a good touch? You could have like brilliant first touch skills, you have like 99 control, and you'll still have the worst first touch on the planet. Are we not going to have a centre back there? We're both just going to fucking run out of the way. Why have both Militao and De Ligt run out of the way? I understand Militao because I was controlling Militao, but why is De Ligt just buggered off? Look at it. Where's he going? I fully thought it was going to be 1-1, but Donnarumma's bailed me out there. Bailed my defence out, actually, not me, because I did what I could. Although I do actually bring my defence too far forward occasionally, and that's my own fault.
He's driven in the corner. The end product just wasn't
Rodrigo
there.
gets it gone.
It didn't happen.
Hlošek to Keysod's. Can knock it into Vinicius? No, we can't. Can we? Actually, we could.
Intercept. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Must score.
Oh, save by Magna. It could have been 2.
Right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
Unfortunately, only 1. Keysod's to Palaversa. Oh dear. Kachi. Militao. Into Keysod's. It's just not making it to the right player. Or it's not making it with enough power. It's going to the right player, I suppose, but it's not going to the right. With the right amount of power on it. Palaversa. Into Kachi. Bro, I had to power on these passes, man. Is it occurring?
He's got space.
3 minutes of added time. Catch that? They've missed the rebound anyway. I think it was Benedetti who shot the rebound and fucked it up, so we'll take that.
No, he certainly saw the ball going in a different direction than it went in. Well, it's a nervy affair out there on the pitch, it really is. But what about that on the touchline? Rather him than me.
Goal, Kikaru. We might as well just waste enough time until it goes half time, to be honest. Picture. You little rat. You know what? It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. Oh, it's not fine by any means. Oh, we fucked it. No, we haven't. Militao blocked it, thank God. I thought Benedetti was going to shoot the shot himself, and honestly, he probably should have done. But he did not, and that's fine. Happy days. Benedetti about to deliver the ball of the season.
Played into the centre of the box.
It's cleared for half time, but that's no point. Adams gets it in, but it doesn't matter. 1-0 to Bradford City. Doesn't really matter because we're already the champions, but we are winning.
Relying on other games. They've been good money for it though this season. Just finish the job off now. Really impressive.
Hlošek, the only goal. Nobody playing yet because we got the early kickoff. But what I do know is 3 shots 3 on target for us with 40% possession, 6 shots 3 on target, 60% possession for Arsenal. They've probably been the better team, to be completely honest with you, but I'm not gonna like say, oh well, they should be winning because they're Arsenal, they're our closest rivals. Even though we've won the title, I don't want them to do good. We'll bring Ole around at half time, give them a good 45 minutes. We'll throw ourselves into the second half.
Second half begins.
So you can wrap this up now.
With a bit of digging to do here.
Doesn't matter if we do or don't, but I hope we can. If we do win this, we'll go 13 points clear. It might let someone else go into second. So got by Kimi, who will need to come off at some point in the second half, in my opinion. My honest opinion of professionalism.
Again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again.
Catchy. Keysons, oh, bro.
And they've got that in abundance.
Tau, body blocking, it works. Except it doesn't because we've lost the ball. We've got it away. Rodrigo. I had to send Vinicius on a holiday, but he's not going through, he's not making the run. Player watch Flosek, obviously, because he's only scored. Rodrigo, yo, we'll just use Flosek. Alright. Rodrigo, Vinicius. Come on, my guy, come on, my guy. Get another one for the record. You little... My man, he's not.
They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage.
Well, Derek, he's trying to make himself heard down there. Very difficult to hear the coach from the side.
Corner anyway. Let's see if Keysons can do anything special with it. Deliver this in, my boy.
Over it comes.
Tikakachi. Still fought to Vinicius though. Oh, imagine. Imagine if he finished that.
Yeah, over the bar, Derek.
That would have been incredible.
He's a little unlucky.
Is that save or is it just over? Ah, I thought it was a save. I thought I got another corner out of it. But not to be.
Well, this is the home of live football.
You saw it to Rodrigo.
And we have
Oh, you want it.
coming up from the Premier League for you. It's Bradford City facing Spurs.
Good through to Keysons. You just can't get the passes off. As long as I guess doesn't really matter.
Well, delighted to say more Premier League action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Arsenal taking on Liverpool. It's got to be.
Oh my
Well,
days.
that wasn't a million miles away.
No, it was close.
What a
It's
shot.
decent effort. They'll keep plugging away, I'm sure.
If that gone in, I would have even been mad. Willock's just tried to go for goal of the season contender right there.
Well,
I think that still
there's the life
falls to
of the manager
Chiesa from
right
the
there.
FA
Pure
Cup against Liverpool,
frustration.
but
It's such a thankless job at times.
Neres coming on for Arsenal. I didn't see who came off, I apologise. The audio seems to still be glitching out, so I will restart the game after this. How was that a foul? I want explanations. I just literally went for the ball, and apparently it's a foul. Martinez, mate, it's not happening. It's not happening. Not on this day, I refuse. Because it might happen, but like, not now. Kimi. We've got enough defenders back to sort it out, and Rodrigo. Oh, imagine if he got sent through there. Sent to Spain, mate. Even though from Brazil, he would have been sent to Spain.
Moving the ball forward with purpose. Space and time for the cross.
I might as well I do something with it. Come on, lads, just do something with it. Like, you're literally not doing anything with it right now. You're just passing it around. Wasting my time. Literally, they're just wasting my... And then they get the ball back because my passes don't work. Oh.
Martinez.
Okay, they've actually taken a shot this time around. It's saved by Donnarumma. Willock's giving it another goal, but I just don't know if Arsenal are going to equalise. I'm not sure if that's going in, you know. It might hit the post, but better safe than sorry. Bradford City are about to play in real life as well. 5 minutes off a real game. They're playing Newport. So I'll keep you guys updated on that whilst I'm playing this. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, first one defended away. Oh, fucking of course. Of course. Can we just get the ball gone? Jesus Christ.
Not much time left in this season, but they hold the cards to win the title.
How is that so hard to clear? Like, why was that so difficult to do?
This is what it's for.
You're still holding on somehow. I don't know how Arsenal haven't scored, if I'm being real with you, but they haven't. Rodrigo.
They have the ball, they have control.
I need to support here, lads. Ref.
After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is
That's got to be a yellow, right?
That's a goal from this free kick.
What? Red?
It was a terrible challenge.
Wait,
The
what? How
referee
was it
could
red?
only send him
Was he
off
last
for it.
man?
See, it's times like that, I've no idea what's going through his
Oh,
mind
he was
there.
last man.
Absolutely awful
Yeah,
challenge.
red. That makes sense. That makes sense now. Yep. I'll take that. Emery's pissed. Arsenal have lost a defender. They're going to have to make a substitution like we're doing. We're bringing off Hennessy for Upamecano. They're not making a substitution. Fair enough. Retzel's been sent off. I'm going to give this one to Vinicius. I want to see what he can do with it. it's off the wall. I can't do free kicks regardless. I think it was going wide anyway, but like we'll not talk about it. It's hit off number 7's head. He's put a fucking shift in there. Benedetti coming off. Ibrahim. They're not bringing on another defender. That's interesting. Might be able to breach that gap and get another goal perhaps. Keysons. And Meccano. Can't get the header. Vinicius. Can't. Oh my god, I've been thingied. Words. Keysons. Vinicius. I've been. Beth, I literally got nothing at the ball. Give me something there.
Nothing there.
Bro, this
Attempting
game.
to play catch up in this second half. Lee, what ought the priorities to be?
Well, Arsenal haven't been at the best for me. Little off colour in all departments.
No, Arsenal down 10 men. They still might equalise here, and they're gonna because nobody's marking. Fucking who the fuck is that? Why is nobody marking him? What? You're gonna run to your manager, aren't you?
Well, it's just a little warning, Derek, isn't it? They've taken the foot off the pedal.
Oh, it's Martinez. Okay, cool. Of course it is. Yeah, you just run to your manager. Yeah, you celebrate about coming second. We've already won the Premier League. I don't care what happens. I would have just liked it if, you know, my defender hadn't gone behind him. But it's just how it goes when the defenders have no brain cells. And Donnarumma, mate, what is... They go down 10 men and then they equalise. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, the happy times are back. The coach is more than delighted by his team's response.
Lautaro Martinez gets his 15th in the Premier League. Try to keep Arsenal in this one. Like, they've really got anything to play for besides second. They've got 3 at the back. We need to expose that. Martinez coming off now for Jovic. Why aren't they starting Jovic? I suppose Jovic is actually older than Martinez, I think, in this career, but isn't he? Well, in real life, obviously. But I think he's older, so that's probably why they haven't started him. Keysons, Rodrigo, Vinicius. Got one less man unless they just moved someone off on the pitch into that defensive position, which they could have done, to be fair. Can we just stay in our positions? Hakimi's walking off into Spain. Meccano. Kirchu. That's for why? I don't understand the locking on in this game for passes. I'm aiming that straight to the wing for like Klošek to just run off to. And it just doesn't do it. Hakimi. Klošek. Rodrigo, go. You can't be kidding me. How are they doing this for 10 men? I know the audio's messed up, by the way, just for anyone who's listening in, who's watching right now. I'm going to reset the game after this and it should fix.
Patient build-up at the moment. Well read to ease the pressure.
O'Leary. Rodrigo, they've got one defender.
He's managed to get in behind.
Bossy, can you come with me, mate? Jesus Christ. Bossy, you just take your time getting forward, my guy. Like, there's no rush or anything.
Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no.
I'm pretty sure they still have a defender missing at the back as well, so that's fine. Klošek's got the winner, I think, here against Arsenal. And a second for himself on the day.
Well, here is the replay.
Vinicius just doesn't seem want to score Premier League goals anymore, and that's fine, I guess. He doesn't need to. He's scored 36 already. He's going to be top scorer.
Well, all the hard work has paid off, but the manager knows.
But we are hopefully going to be victorious here. It could go wrong. They could equalise again. Annoying me, they probably will, but I hope not.
Well, having fallen behind, the onus is on Arsenal.
2-1 now to Bradford City against a 10-man Arsenal. It's down to the fact they have 10 men. I think I've got myself back into this one, to be honest with you. Keysons to O'Leary. I'll try to play for Vinicius, but he just hasn't been there today. Like, he hasn't been available.
Just a couple of minutes left for play.
That's sent all the way to Neres, except it isn't because Hakimi's just done a very good little bit of clearing there. I was meant to bring Hakimi off earlier on, to be honest. I just completely forgot, so I was busy trying to equalise, but it should be alright. Give him a break after this one.
Time and the scoreline against Arsenal, but still they're in this.
Arsenal trying to get back into this one. They've got last chance maybe here, last chance saloon to get an equaliser.
Foden, terrific block
Blocked by Meccano. Hakimi gets it.
And you don't, it's got to be.
It's just, The story of these fucking games life, to be honest. You know what, whatever. We've won the Premier League. I've defended that twice, maybe 3 times, but that's not going to matter, to be honest. I pressed LB next to clear it there. I don't... can't be bothered. I'd be so much more annoyed if he hadn't already won the Premier League. I don't know what Donnarumma's doing. He seems to have conceded a lot of goals recently. We're going to throw in Lafont next game. David Neres getting an equaliser for Arsenal. It's not going to mean anything, but he's happy about it.
Well, sitting deep like
We're going to stay 10 points clear. What a shame.
And it's level again here. Both sets
Whatever.
of fans being
End it, go on ref, end it, it's over. Thank you. Wait, are we celebrating again? Are we celebrating the trophy again? Wait, do we get a trophy ceremony again? Hold on. Do we get another trophy ceremony? That's going to be funny if we do. We already celebrated this against Brighton, but we might get another trophy ceremony. That'd be hilarious. Oh, we don't. Okay. That makes sense. I was going to say... 2-all at the end of the day. 2 goals from Ploshik for ourselves. Goal from... I forgot who that goals are from, actually. Hold on. Neres and Martinez. Make it 2-all. It shouldn't really be 2. Actually, probably should be more than 2-all. Whatever. 7 shots to 5 on target, 39% possession for ourselves. 12 shots to 7 on target, 61% possession for Arsenal. Man of the match goes to Ploshik with a 9.1, but Rodrigo also getting a 9.1. He's the assist king. He plays at striker, but he does more assisting than scoring. But anyway, nah. Everyone else doing decent enough. Hakimi with an 8. It doesn't really matter though. We've already won the Premier League, so I'm not really fussed about ratings. Man of the match for Arsenal was David Neres with an 8.8. Martinez getting an 8.2. He was the other goal scorer, and then Calero with an 8 as well. Retsos getting a 5.3 after being sent off. Post-match interview though. Newport have already scored against Bradford in the first minute. That's not the most promising sign I've ever seen in my life.
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
This is real life, by the way, just out of interest. Just in case anyone's interested. Would giving Trent a chance to play have helped the team win today? Nah, probably not. Wouldn't have made a difference, I think. He can prove me wrong. Not every decision pays off and you have to be able to own up to your decision. So get a chance to prove that leaving me out of the squad today was the wrong decision. We're going to start him against Spurs, so... Ploshik's amazing goals scored by Bradford City in today's draw. Any comments on his performance and why he still aren't able to find a win? Good lesson, I guess. Found that today we have great individual talents, for example being Ploshik. It's up to myself and my staff to figure out how we can get better. And now how we can better gel as a team and get better moving forward. I can't read. Bradford City have been so far in the Premier League, are you confident to keep the streak rolling? I don't really care, but yeah, sure. Whatever it takes. At least you can get out the next match to the draw, so we have what it takes to keep the streak going. Just for the record, now we're probably not going to hit 100 points, I don't think, but I don't really. It's not really my main prerogative. I'm just thinking ahead to the Champions League final. I was trying to make sure I've got my main players for the Champions League final. That's my only concern right now. Boss, thanks for listening, giving me an extended run of the team. I'm much happier now. Proud of you. DeLitt does play well when he plays. I'm proud to see you working hard and looking forward to seeing more from you out there. Let's move on to Spurs. Before we do though, we're going to just save and quickly reset the game because the audio was a little glitched in that last Arsenal one, the commentary, and of course the crowd audio was a little glitched. I don't want it to be glitched for the rest of the episode, so I'm just going to quickly reset the game. I'll be back in a sec. I don't know why, but we seem to have to do this every episode at the moment. I don't get it. Luckily, it hopefully won't happen in the last episode. Because only one game, but I guess we'll see. There's something that goes wrong with the audio, something that goes wrong with the screen as well. I don't get it. I just don't understand. What I do understand though is that we're going to be completing the Premier League season and ending it there for today. And then next episode will be to end off hopefully the whole career mode by winning the Champions League. Whether that comes to fruition or not, I have no idea. With 2 messages here, we've got Dominic Szoboszlai coming in saying I've been in pretty good form lately, I'm feeling good, so you're not going to bench me for the game against Spurs. Consider it, you're probably going to be in. I gave him a rest because of what happened against Roma. He was absolutely exhausted. I haven't figured out the squad yet, but I'll consider your request for, and that's in the team sheet. We've also got an inbox message, I don't know what that is. Militao sold. Alright, so that's gone through. Eder Militao and his agent have agreed on personal terms with Real Madrid. The deal to sell Eder Militao for 170.4 million will be finalised as soon as the transfer window opens. We'll get 158.5 million once Militao goes. It doesn't really matter whether we sell Militao or not right here, because if we win the Champions League, it's over. And if we don't sell Militao, or if we don't win the Champions League, I should say, we'll sell Militao anyway because he's 30. We'll throw Matthias on. We'll put Matthias and Upamecano up together. Kakachi stays there. Throw in Perverto. I can't call him Perverto, can I? Because it sounds like pervert. I'm not going to drop Ploshik actually, because he's playing like a fucking house on fire. Captain will go to Greenwood though. And that's what we're going to line up against Spurs like. I think everyone's over 90. Kind of mad. But anyway, before we do go into the game against Spurs, we're going to have another press conference. I don't know why we're getting press conferences out the ass right now. We've already done the Premier League. We've already won the Premier League title.
Thank you for your patience. We'll start taking questions now.
Do you feel that considering how strong a Bradford City is when compared to Tottenham Hotspur's match already won? We had this question before the Arsenal game and I said we were going to win and we didn't. So you can never know. Lads do their best, yet sometimes it isn't enough. A devastating loss at the hands of Tottenham Hotspur in your previous encounter. Can Bradford City win this time around? We did lose 4-0 to them actually last time around. So it's a tough battle. You can't know who wins until the final whistle, but it's fight every minute this match comes out. Hello Harry, welcome to the stream. Spurs looking to get closer to the top of the table. How do you rate the chances to catch up to you? Not very good, because we've already won the league, but I mean, they can try. It's an open match. Anything can happen in matches like these. Both teams are strong and willing to go all the way to get 3 points today. But again, I'm not really too bothered.
Okay guys, I'm sorry to say we're out of time, so we're going to have to wrap this up.
But anyway, before we go in, let's read the news stories. Bradford denied by late Neres equaliser. Bradford City were denied by Neres, whose dramatic late equaliser helped Arsenal to a 2-2 draw. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. I'm not really too fussed, to be honest. Team of the week, we had Hakimi and Ploshik in there. Bradford aims to victory against Spurs. I know I said I don't care too much, but I'd love to beat Spurs just because they beat me earlier in the season. Week star performance. Where did I read that? What am I doing? Can you check my stream real quick to see if my work if my work works? Okay, I'll check quickly. I'm gonna load into the Spurs game first. But yeah, I do want to win here because just revenge, really, more than anything. I've not really got a good reason. I just want revenge on them. So other games on tap are Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Emirates, Chelsea versus Brighton at Stamford Bridge, Fulham versus Aston Villa at Craven Cottage, and Watford versus Leicester at Vicarage Road. Lafont in goal, Kakachi and Trent as the fullbacks, DeLitt and Upamecano as the centre-backs, Havertz, Szoboszlai and Sancho as midfield three, Vinicius Junior left forward, Mason Greenwood right forward and captain, and Ploshik the striker. We're going into the Vibe Parade, take on Spurs, hopefully get some revenge, and I'll check if your mic's working just now, Harry. And your game's working okay, but I can't hear you speak right now. Yeah, your mic sounds okay, Harry, from what I can hear. Your audio sounds fine, your mic sounds fine. Let's head into the game though.
Well, they say opposites attract. Today they clash. One team, the freest scoring
Right,
side
Sancho,
in
the one
division,
getting a bit
the
of
other,
promotion
the
here,
best defensive
although
team in
Vinicius
the
is the
league.
top scorer.
We'll have every kick of the ball for you live on EA TV.
Spurs are one of the most annoying teams to play in this career mode. There's quite a lot of annoying ones. Man United and Arsenal are the worst, but Spurs are up there. I guess it's only the top 6 really, in real life. Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, they're all pains in the asses sometimes. But I've even lost to some lower league team, or lower end teams as well, so it depends really. About 2 hours into this episode now, we've got 2 more games to play. Both Premier League games, and then we will end the episode off and prepare mentally, physically, spiritually for the Champions League final. This year's with 5 goals in the last 3 matches. Couldn't score against Arsenal, unfortunately. Will it be a different story against Spurs though? I'm hoping so. Doesn't really matter whether he scores or not. He's the Golden Boot winner by an absolute margin and 3/4. He's a long way the top goal scorer. But this is I guess a mix of the best and like rotated team players. I don't know who Spurs are going to have. They're probably going to have Aussie men. You can see him there actually. And he's probably going to be an issue. He always is whenever I play against Aussie men. He just seems to score against me. He seems to know I quit tonight. I would have signed him earlier in the season, but I had bet strikers already as it was. And I sometimes think of saying something and then I stutter because then I thought something else to say, and it's so annoying when I'm just trying to have so many ideas at once and I just can't say them all. Odero, Bowser, Medina, Longley and Shaw. Got to sign Shaw. Zobnin and Pellegrini, Soler, Madison and Jota. And Aussie men. Boy, let's get this dub over Spurs. Let's try and finish on, I don't, it will be 100 points now, but let's try and get as many as we can. Push it to Greenwood, out to Trent, and we'll just run with him. Run. They'll never expect it. They'll never expect it. They didn't expect it inside a minute and a half before he'd taken the lead. I didn't think that would work. I really didn't think that would work. Trent just ran the whole right side around everyone, passed it off to Greenwood, and it's 1-0 inside 2 minutes. Now Daryl is so upset. I should have just done this against Arsenal, although I guess I didn't have Trent against Arsenal. I didn't use him. I got a question in the interview after the last game, after the Arsenal game, saying if I played Trent would it have been a different result? I said no, probably not, but it probably could have been. He's just helped us score inside 2 minutes. Mason Greenwood, 19 goals in the Premier League now for the Englishman. That's an average around a goal every 2 games, which is a good average to have.
1-0 then.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't think that would work. I'm going to be straight up. I honestly thought I would mess up completely. Vinicius, oh dear. Oh dear. You don't give it to Vinicius and expect to survive. Oh, good save by Odero. I honestly thought it was going to be 2-0 inside 5 minutes against Spurs. That would be brilliant. But no, Odero's pulled out a very good save. Corner for Sancho.
Played into the center.
Deliver. Oh, he's missed everyone. Vinicius, you've got to get there, mate. You've got the pace over Shaw, surely. What? There's no way Shaw has more pace.
Well, confirmation as we look at the table of newly crowned champions. I say that, but today is the day when they'll receive that much coveted piece of silverware.
Why do you keep saying today's the day when they'll receive the trophy? I already got it 2 games ago. I already got the trophy, but it'd be great to win it against Spurs to have revenge, to be honest. Then again, Aussie men just shot it straight at Lafont's face, but that's a great save from Lafont. Pochettino thought it's tonight he equalised.
to pull saves off like that.
He saved it with his face, I think. Lafont's just gone for a face save there. Making sure that we're not conceding to Spurs, putting every body part on the line there.
Corner kick played over. Well, that's the end of that.
Get out of here, get out of here, get it gone, get it gone. Vinicius, make a run, mate. He'd send you, but apparently you don't want to be sent. Alright, Pellegrini's on you. I tried to turn back, it wouldn't let me. I was hoping Vinicius would make a bit of space away from Pellegrini there, but he just didn't, and it's... Maybe he's just all scored out. He scored too many this season, he's having a rest. Which he's more than welcome to be honest, because he scored a shit ton of goals this season. Jota, not Diogo. I thought at first it was Diogo Jota that signed for Spurs, and it's not, it's some other winger. Trent takes the ball, passes out to Hlošek. Szoboszlai. Oh, I wanted to pass that first time, wasn't done it. That's worked actually. It was meant to go for it Greenwood first time, it would have 100% been 2-0, but I can't do anything with Vinicius right now. Maybe he's just having a break. Saving himself for the Champions League final. He's got to be. That's what it is, yeah. Brighton 1-0 up in case anyone's interested in that. Oh, it was a little bit of a risky clearance, but it does the job. Apologies if it's lagging a bit. It lagged a little bit there. Jota with the corner.
So the corner played into the box. Well, that's clear.
Szoboszlai with the header away. Sancho sends it to Vinicius, but it's always that first touch that fucks you there. The way they take the touch, I don't know why. Havertz. I passed it off. I even saw the bar go up, so I don't know what's happening there. Vinicius. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. I'm not allowed to shoot anymore with Vinicius. I don't blame them for putting like 5 people on me at a time, but it's just annoying.
It's a goal for Liverpool. 21 minutes played. 1-0. Thanks, Alan.
I said McCann's all day, surely. Yep. Beat Osimhen to it. Havertz. Szoboszlai. Vinicius. Oh, get away! Just I can't score with him anymore. It used to be I couldn't stop scoring with them. Now I can't score them. Oh, Havertz can't clear it for Greenwood.
Lorenzo Pellegrini with it.
I was hoping, I'm going to be honest, I was hoping I could get to 40 with Vinicius. 40 league goals, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Szoboszlai, Sancho. It just, nothing wants to fucking work. We're just passing it around in the midfield. It's really fun to play against, to be honest. Trent's not marking Jota. Why would he be?
Outrageously skillful.
Get blocked by Delit. And we get it gone. Vinicius. Fuck off, honestly.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but when they've had the ball,
they're playing so defensive. We're 1-0 down, but they're playing defensive. Why? I don't get it. That was for Vinicius, but oh, fuck off. Why did they go to Szoboszlai there? I shouldn't be swearing so much, I apologise if you're a younger viewer and you don't like swearing. But this game is getting right up my nerves right now.
Well, the manager can't hide his disappointment and not extending the lead there. It's still on a knife edge.
I'm trying to get it to Vinicius just so he can get a goal, and it just goes to anyone but him, and then when it goes to him, he just gets tackled. Maybe I shouldn't do that in case I don't want to lose this match or lose points. I want revenge against Spurs, but can't get past them right now.
He's feeling the pressure here. I understand there's been a goal in the
oh dear, Trent's 500 years up position.
36 minutes
right, Lafont's got it.
1-0.
A real opening now.
Bro, this game is shit. This game is fucking shit. I am not at fault there whatsoever. There's absolutely no chance of me being at fault because I've pressed immediately to clear that. And for whatever reason, it hasn't done.
Well, here's the replay.
I pressed X, and it's just...
and the goalkeeper.
This game is so stupid. This game is so stupid. Oh, I can't wait to not play this game anymore. It's so dumb how I clear it and it just doesn't register that I've cleared it. Spurs just got a free goal because this game doesn't work. Perfect. Osimhen gets the 16th of the season. Probably the easiest he'll ever score in his life. Oh, whatever. This game sucks. We've already won the Premier League. I don't care. Do I do it again? Alright, I'll do it again. Oh, it didn't work. Close to Spurs again. I'm actually kind of annoyed. I know I said I don't care about results at this end of the season, but I don't want to lose to Spurs again. Get the fuck away from me, get the fuck away from me, get the fuck away from me. Vinicius! He's back. Back in the goals. It's only taken him 40 minutes. That's number 37 for Vinicius Jr. It's ridiculous how many he's scored. At first it was just him scoring because I just seemed to have the ball with him and I just took a shot and scored. But then I just tried to keep scoring with him to see how many he could get, and that's kind of the goal right now. Already won the Premier League, that's why I see how many Vinicius can get before the Premier League ends. "37 goals for Vinicius Jr. It's an absolute ridiculous amount.
Now having fallen behind,
this is the 37th game and he scored 37 goals. I don't think he's even played all the Premier League games this season. Better yet, we're leading Spurs again. We shouldn't actually have had to go back ahead. But because my game didn't register my button press, 2-1 instead of 2-0. I should just let the font clear it. That was for Vinicius. Why is it ended there? Like, it like amazes me how badly some of these passes are directed. Because I'm aiming in a certain direction, and because of the assisted passing, it's locked on to someone else somewhere else who's getting marked.
And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. See some progress with the ball at his feet. Can he make it count?
Oh, I thought he'd do another one there. I thought he'd do madness. Valdero saves.
Absolutely genius.
Turned inside Pellegrini, and there was another defender as well who turned inside. And the other defender was actually blocking the goalkeeper's vision, but he still managed to save it. So that's a fair play to the goalkeeper, I suppose. Sancho.
So the corner played
in towards Vinicius.
It didn't happen for them.
Could win the ball here. Get no chance for half time. No, he's just decided to lose instead. You know, that's fine. Oh, is it? Can we get it through? Whatever. 2-1 at half time, we're leading. It should be 2-0, but it's alright. Vinicius Jr. getting his goal finally.
Well, his manager will be delighted with him. He's been spot on in this game, hasn't he? Energy, imagination, desire.
Will it be enough to give us a win? We'll see. I hope so. Osimhen getting the goal for Spurs. Right. 1-0 to Liverpool over Arsenal. Arsenal are losing. That's quite funny. 2-0 to Brighton over Chelsea. That's even more funny. Brighton beat Chelsea 2-0. Fulham drawing 0-0 with Aston Villa, and Watford leading Leicester 1-0. Alright. And we're leading Spurs, obviously. Let's take a look at the stats. 5 shots forward target, 42% possession. They've had 2 shots to 2 on target, 58% possession. They always seem to have more of the ball, but they always seem to have more of the chances. I think that's fine. I'd rather have more of the chances than more of the ball, to be honest, because at least I'm creating something with the possession I do have. Just pissing around with the ball, just passing it around, getting nothing done. There is such a thing as too much passing, to be fair.
And Soler, effective challenge.
Good catch. I was about to say Akimi. I'm so used to having Akimi there. Greenwood. Could he get number 20 for himself this season? He's been unselfish and probably shouldn't have been. I probably should have just shot it. Bosley to Sancho. Blocked because we've got 7 million defenders back. Bosley to Vinicius. Do they need everyone back? Is that a new protocol? They just have to have everyone defend. Sancho aims for Flashek. It wasn't actually aimed there, but that would have worked if Flashek had any power on the pass. And we're getting another throw in.
Totally controlling possession, but it's just whether they can convert that possession.
Who cares about whether they control possession or not? We are winning. Talk about us.
Start utilising the wide areas more. The back line's doing a decent job.
Sancho.
Hopefully the forwards can do
Flush
that
it.
as well.
Bro, they just got a lucky slide tackle and got the ball. It's annoying.
Madison with it. And Soler. Well, this is certainly the
Forgetting they
home
have James
of live
Maddison.
football, EA TV.
I've deflected that, but God forbid it actually goes to me.
He's
He's going to pass it down the wing the whole fucking life.
Yeah, game after game, the season is relentless, but players just love to play. Give them a game any day of the week. That should be a belter.
Sancho intercepts. Blushek. Oh, you little...
Make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Tottenham Hotspur facing West Ham United.
Ref, he's got nothing on the ball. Are you actually... The ref actually is blind. There's another explanation. The ref just doesn't have eyesight.
With details.
It's a third goal for Brighton and Hove Albion. 59 minutes played, 3-0.
Thank you, Alan McInally.
Brighton are leading Chelsea 3-0. What the hell? This isn't a backwards career mode. I don't know what it is. Why is Trent going over there? Rabiot could be moving club. I don't really care.
He has time to play it over.
He ain't moving here, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to make substitutions as well, actually, while they're doing theirs. We're going to do a triple sub. Unprecedented manoeuvre from myself here. But actually, we're going to bring Rodrigo on, not Felix. In fact, no, we're going to bring Felix on. He'll probably complain about not having game time. I didn't even do the substitution, I just cancelled it. Oh, my brain. It's great. I've got a big brain.
Really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in.
Maddison coming off for Woodburn. There was a problem last time we played against Spurs when we lost 4-0 to him.
Well, they have been getting 3 substitutions.
We're going for the triple sub.
And by the look of it, all 3 are coming on.
Felix, O'Leary and Hennessy coming on for Blushek, Upamecano and Szoboszlai.
Jota.
And it's a throw into Spurs.
And now Woodburn running with the ball confidently.
I mean, Woodburn's a bloody issue. He almost just tried to score past Hennessy there. Like, it's not happening. But, like, he tried.
It's with Vinicius Junior.
I seem to break away with Vinicius right now, so we'll play it off.
Losing
Felix will lose it. Wasn't really the plan to lose it, but like it kind of just came along.
Shaw, Woodburn, and here's Shaw. Crucial intervention just then amid impending
Was
danger.
that DeLitt who defended it there? I didn't see. Yeah, Aussie man headed it onto DeLitt. Solar coming off. I'm not sure who's coming on. I don't recognise who that is.
And he's fired over the corner.
Gnabry. How did I not recognise Gnabry?
Oh, it was a great shot as well. Great shot, great
Tips
save.
over the bar. You get away with it. Maury Balza trying to be smart with it. Didn't work out. Font to send this towards Havertz. Never mind, Kakachu.
Kai Havertz. Sancho.
Havertz to Sancho.
Joao
Felix.
Playing with purpose and incisive.
To Sancho. To Felix again. 3-1.
They lead by 2 now.
We've got our revenge. It might not be 4-0, but it is revenge. I think it's number 15 for Felix. I could be incorrect though. I probably am. We've scored so many goals this season. I don't know who scored what and how many they've scored and when they've scored them.
Well, here it is. How do you like him? In an open goal, please. No goalkeeper, no defenders. Where were they all?
A 1-2 between Felix and Sancho. Ends up in another goal from Bradford. Say 3-1 now.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that dressing room if
Oh,
he
my
stays
parents are
like this,
doing.
Derek. He's not happy. Just look at him.
My dad's trying to start his motorbike. I can hear it. If you guys can, probably not. It's not that loud, to be honest. 16 goals though for Felix in the Premier League. Maury Balza coming off. No idea who that is coming on, but he's coming on.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Let's get an update from the Amex Stadium where there's been a goal. Alan McInally can tell us more.
4-0 to Brighton.
Goal for Brighton and Hove Albion.
Fucking hell, yeah.
72 minutes played. 4-0.
Cheers again, Alan.
4-0 to Brighton.
I just couldn't keep the ball.
Madness.
Osimhen. Shaw.
Sancho blocks across.
And the cross goes
Come back to
in.
Luke Shaw. Trent
And
blocks
no
across.
nonsense defensive clearance.
And he gets it away to Felix onto Vinicius, who doesn't really get sent with the greatest of passes, but it might be good enough. And it is good enough. And Vinicius has scored the same amount of goals in the Premier League that there is games in the Premier League season. It's number 38.
Well, look at
Vinicius
this.
Junior. He's absolutely unbelievable.
Pace, and they've got it in abundance. What they
And
do
we've
to that
absolutely
defense from then on is
destroyed
absolutely brilliant.
Spurs here.
Well, no wonder he's delighted. They've been bossing this game up to now.
Good. Fucking good. Vinicius has found his feet in this game. And they'll have a news story saying Vinicius scores a brace as Bradford win over Spurs. That'd be perfect as well, you know.
Between the two sides has been huge.
And at the end of the game, in the interview, it'll say Vinicius
Jota.
scored 2 goals. He was a hero today. Any thoughts? And they'll be like, yeah, he was.
Plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position.
He's been the hero all season.
Space and
I've heard that's
time
just one
with the
game.
cross. Jota. He cuts it back.
Blocking it for as long as we can, but it's not going to matter if we just tackling and not getting the ball.
Well, no wonder he's looking a little bit sheepishly at his teammates. Head in a hand sort of moment.
Number 8's fucked it there. Pellegrini. Awful. And we're going to leave with 3 points here. I'm hoping Arsenal have lost as well, so we've got an even bigger gap at the end of the season, but I don't expect it to happen. They might come back against Liverpool. We'll see, I guess. In straight Felix, long leg getting in the way.
Jota. Here's Luke Shaw.
Tackle back to Kache. Up and Gnabry. Tracks Havertz. Vinicius.
Joao Felix.
Onto Felix.
Greenwood.
So many defenders. Enough room to really work it, but we could try. Sancho! Oh, I should have gone a little bit closer. I could have gone a little bit closer. Albero holds on.
But he picked up the flight nice and early.
Inside the final 5 minutes now.
I'll bring my keeper out again because it fucked up last time. Kache, what shit move? Okay.
And the cross is very much on. They've regained
Oh,
possession.
fuck, I got to Vinicius for a hat-trick, but it didn't happen.
They've given it away.
Passing to nobody, that's brilliant.
Woodburn. Giving it a try.
No.
Well, he
Thank
saw
God.
the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his
Osimhen's a little
outstretched
prick.
gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well,
Quote me on
he's
it.
denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Almost at the end of this game now. Injury time remains.
Particularly good
Come on, just get it gone, mate. Just get it gone. Like, there's no point in keeping it for longer than we need to.
Normal time here.
Keeper's there. Yeah, just hit time taking a throw. It means everyone can get back. Kache, O'Leary, Greenwood, turn and shoot, turn and shoot, there's turn, there's the shoot, there's the fifth. And we have done it with a 4-goal difference. And I think that's your boy, Mason Greenwood, the captain, with his 20th of the season. It's not quite Vinicius totals, but it's still a very good total.
Well, as we see from the replay, the keeper's got no chance. It's all about the strike, all about the power. He does everything right, head down, back of the net.
What a finish.
Well, there's nothing
If we're
better
capable of this
for a
against
manager when
Spurs,
a plan comes
Burnley
together.
are in for a
Total
fun game.
satisfaction.
So yeah, 20th goal, like I said.
It's a massive lead.
Cap off an incredible performance.
Losing it now.
Turns out to be in the end. We've already won the Premier League. But I mean, we might have an even bigger point gap now if Arsenal have lost. Be interesting as well to see where everyone else is going to finish.
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals for the lad today. Played superbly well, looked really sharp, constantly playing on the shoulder of the last
I think it was 2 from Vinicius, 2 from Greenwood, 1 from Felix, and Aussie Men getting the Spurs goal, because of course Aussie Men gets a goal past me, because it's Aussie Men. But 5-1 over Spurs, I can't complain at all. I'm not gonna. 9 shots a day on target for ourselves at 41% possession, 6 shots at 4 on target for Spurs at 59% possession. Maybe deserved a little more out of the game, but didn't get it. Mason Greenwood, man of the match with 9.5. You got 2 goals. You're getting assists though, fair enough. He doesn't need to have an assist, I suppose, when he's scoring them. Vinicius with 9.2. Felix came on as a sub, I'm pretty sure. He got a 9.1. Trent as well with a 9.1, having a hell of a game. 8.7 for Sancho. 8.2 for Logic. 8 for Kakachi and O'Leary. Everyone getting above a 7, I think. So that's a solid performance. Man of the match for Spurs. Looks like it's either Osimhen or Soler. Take your pick. Osimhen was the scorer though. So I suppose I would just say it's Osimhen who's got the best player on the Spurs team, but I don't know. Arsenal did lose 2-0 to Liverpool. Chelsea lost 4-0 to Brighton. Fulham drew 0-0 with Aston Villa. And Watford beat Leicester 1-0. I would check the Premier League table, but we can do that after the next match because we're against Burnley.
Just a couple of
and
questions
the
for
Premier
you.
League game of the season, so we're nearly at the end now. With 2 goals secure, when Vinicius Jr. was the hero today. Any thoughts? Impressive performance from Vinicius Jr. I'm very impressed with the way Vinicius Jr. played today. It was a world-class performance. I don't know how many times I've said that this season. Too many. Bradford City is unbeaten so far in the Premier League. Are you confident to keep the streak rolling? We have what it takes. We've all got Burnley last now. At least we can get out of the next match as draw, so we have what it takes to keep the streak going. Congratulations on your win. How would you assess your players' performance? I don't really care, to be honest. Good. Team play was good. Overall, the team play was good as expected. The player performed well, securing the win. Players performed well, I should say.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate that. That's all the questions we have for you.
Alright. Hey Gaffer, I really appreciate you listening to me and letting me get out there to play while I'm in form. Influential performance. Your outstanding performance and your hunger to play will turn you into a role model for the rest of the squad. Advance to the final game of the season. We're 12 points clear now of Liverpool. Liverpool have jumped into second. I don't know if Man City will make it into the top 4, which is quite interesting. Chelsea fell to Brighton, so I don't know what's happened there. But we'll take a look at the full Premier League table at the end of the episode. We won't do a full season overview though, because we've still got one more game. Because we've got Burnley, and then we've got this bad boy over here. Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. That'll be a separate episode though. Anyway, let's order the squad as we want it. It doesn't really matter how we do it. But we're going to just throw in whoever we want, because we've got a 13-day break after this to prepare for the final. We'll chuck Carbonero in. He's going here. I want to see if I can get Vinicius his 40 goals for the season. Chuck in Keysonts here. I'll actually switch Carbonero and Keysonts. Szoboszlai for O'Leary. We'll give O'Leary a run out for the last game of the season. Felix comes in here. I would love to give Trent a rest, and I'm going to do that. So there you go. And that's how the team's going to look, I think, for this last game of the season against Burnley. A bit of rotation, but the main boys still in there as well. We're finishing off at Turf Moor. Before we go in, though, let's take a look at the news stories. Greenwood scores a brace as Bradford win over Spurs. Greenwood is a superb form for Bradford City, scoring a brace which guided his side to a 5-1 win against Tottenham Hotspur. March on towards the title. Well, we've already won the title, so that's happened. We're in an unbeaten run to 20 matches now. That's mad. Szoboszlai sparkles again. He's been doing good. He's been solid. So Bosley is a man who is very happy with his current run of form, playing really well at the moment and really enjoying my football at Bradford. He told the assembled press after the game against Spurs. It certainly seems the midfielder is in the team for the foreseeable future if he keeps his level of play up. I mean, we're going to give him a break so he can prepare mentally for the Champions League final. Team of the week, that was the one that happened before the last one, wasn't it? Saliba was in it. Fair play to Saliba. Chelsea Man City's the final game of the season. That's going to go down. Not going to count for anything unless Chelsea can stop Man City getting in to the Champions League. We're going to be taking on Burnley. Turf Moor. Put all the goal news on. It doesn't really matter, but let's just have it all on. I'm going to refresh it so it works. Sometimes you have to refresh it to make sure it works. But all the games, final day. We've got Arsenal versus Watford at the Emirates. We've got Brighton versus Liverpool at the Amex Stadium. We've got Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth at Selhurst Park. We've got Everton versus Leicester at Goodison Park. We've got Manchester City versus Chelsea at the Etihad. We've got Middlesbrough versus Aston Villa at the Riverside. We've got Newcastle versus Manchester United at St James's Park. We've got Southampton versus Fulham at St Mary's. And we've got West Ham versus Spurs at the London Stadium. So it's a big boy final weekend, especially Man City and Chelsea. That could stop Chelsea, or Chelsea could stop Man City getting into the Champions League spots, and West Ham could maybe stop Spurs. I don't know, we'll see, but it doesn't really matter to me. We've already won the Premier League. This is just to complete the season. We've got Lafont in goal, Kakachi and Hakimi as the full-backs, Militao and Hennessy as the centre-backs, Keysons, O'Leary and Carbonero's midfield three, Vinicius Junior left forward, Mason Greenwood right forward, João Felix a striker. Let's get into Turf Moor and let's finish off Season 9 in terms of the Premier League anyway. I'm probably going to record the Champions League final straight after this. I want to get it done. I can't wait. I have to get the Champions League final done. I want to know if I'm going to win or lose. But before that, obviously, we're going to scout the Atletico Madrid side. We'll do that before the actual game in the next episode, though. After this Burnley game, we're going to end the episode. I'll give a rundown of like the Premier League stats, like top scorers, etc. in this episode, so I'd have to do it in the final episode. I'll probably forget and end up doing it in the final episode, but I'm saying final episode like I'm going to beat Atletico. I could lose and have to do another bloody season.
Well, he leads the race to be top scorer.
Can he hit 40?
In the league, and considerable attention on him. Can he add to his total? We're about to find out. Excitement levels have certainly been ratcheted up here at Turf Moor. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position. And with the Premier League season about to reach its conclusion, we're just minutes away from kick-off time. It's Burnley, and they take on Bradford City.
Well, what a season it's been, Derek. It's had absolutely everything. Drama at both ends of the table, spectacular goals and plenty of entertainment too. The players need to finish the season off strongly. We're looking forward to a great game here. The atmosphere is fantastic.
Well, I don't know what to expect from this one. My main goal in this one is to try and get Vinicius a double, just so he can hit 40. We've got Chevalier in goal, Valieti, Rodriguez, Setinkaya and Gersbach, Hasty, Lottin, Phillips and Aka, and then Skamaka and Harker.
Very solid look about this team.
But yeah, my main goal in this game is to get Vinicius a double. Beyond that, I don't really care. I'm going to take a little break between streams, get something to eat, get a drink, and then I'll come back and do a Champions League final, because there's no way that I'm not going to be able to complete it tonight, because I will have to do it. I'll have to get it done. I can't leave it on a cliffhanger and play it tomorrow. I'm going to have to do it today. I'll upload it tomorrow. It'll be up on Sunday, trust me, but I have to upload it today. There's also Hell in the Cell predictions I've got to do tomorrow, so I really can't spare the time. Alright, let's see. Are we end the season here at Turf Moor? Will we get destroyed? Will we destroy? What will happen?
Running with the ball confidently.
Of course, it's a little bit of relaxation at the end of the season. We've already won the Premier League. We're just having a bit of a relaxation kind of game here, but obviously the goal is to get Vinicius 2 goals.
It's a weighted pass. Vinicius Junior.
And there's one.
And a quick goal.
Well, the manager would have said, keep it tight at the back and see if we can nick an early goal, and they certainly have done.
We just need one more and then I can play this however I want. I mean, I'm playing it however I want anyway, obviously, but I would just like to have Vinicius get 40. He deserves it.
Decent strike, good technique, bread and butter strike really, but it's in the back of the net.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored.
Vinicius Junior beating Chevalier. I don't know how to pronounce that, to be honest, but we'll say Chevalier.
Still work to be done though.
39 goals for Vinicius Junior now, just needs one more.
1-0 then. Good technique displayed. Well, not a cross that will live long in the memory.
The hell sort of cross was that? Useless is what it was. Oh, Bradford City gone 2-0 down in real life. Look at the goal difference, 103.
And then the party can really start in earnestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had the silverware for about a month, mate, or at least 3 weeks or something now, so I don't know why I still say we get silverware. That's only 2 weeks we've had it though. I'll just try to exaggerate a little bit.
So consistent, week in, week out. I'm sure they're going to enjoy today.
Well, let's join Alan McAnally because there's been a goal.
Of course we're going to enjoy today.
Stadium. Alan?
It's a goal for Leicester City. 9 minutes played, 1-0.
Regular updates from Alan McAnally along the way.
Leicester 1-0 up.
And options in the centre.
Great block by O'Leary. How can we send Vinicius through?
Well, let's see what they
Bloody
have
hope so.
for them on the break.
Yeah, we're sending Vinicius through. We're sending Vinicius through, and that's number 40. That's what I wanted.
The defenders unable to stop it.
Well, as we can see from the replay, they got so much.
I don't really care who scores. If we score any now, I don't really care what happens. I just want to give Vinicius his 39th and 40th league goals.
Let's have another view of that goal.
And he's got him. I was not really surprised though. We were coming up against Burnley. I should have known that we were going to get some goals with him.
If it stays like this, Derek, he's not happy. Just look at him.
But 40 goals in the Premier League for Vinicius Junior. He might not even be done there, to be honest.
Well, a second goal for them here.
Let's see.
And a goal has gone in the Liverpool match. Alan McAnally.
It's a goal for Liverpool. 13 minutes played, 1-0.
Vinicius Junior got it back again. Oh dear. Casey's trying to stop him. I don't really luck, mate. Seems still got it to O'Leary. Despite the pressure. Greenwood. Saved by Chevalier. It could have been 3-0 inside 15 minutes. I can't remember if it's Burnley who were in the relegation zone or Aston Villa who were in the relegation zone. I guess we'll see after this episode, or after this game, at the end of this episode. But I don't remember.
Played into the centre of the box.
Over into Greenwood. Habanero. Militao. Fuck it! Oh my god. That wasn't actually as bad a shot as I thought it would be.
And he did.
Nearly sent the keeper the wrong way, but he got enough on it to save it. Cornero here at Turf Moor for Bradford City.
And he's fired over the corner.
Odds.
Not the result from the set.
Gonna get it back.
That's an effective cross aimed at the back.
Delivery. Oh, it's going to fall to someone. Who's it fallen to?
And you cannot argue with that. Well,
It's gone through the net. Who is it? Oh, of course. Of course, it had to be him. Vinicius Junior gets his hat trick.
Well done indeed.
41 league goals.
Let's take another look at that goal.
That's got to be a record. It probably is a record. But it's not a point. I think that's the same amount that Haaland got in the championship. And there were 8 extra games in the Championship. All the way back in season 4, I think it was. Vinicius Junior, 41 goals in the Premier League.
Well, it's been such
Jesus
a one-sided
Christ,
game.
almighty on a
You just
bicycle.
wonder how many more they could add.
We're only 19 minutes in.
Alan McAnally now because there's been a goal in the Southampton match. Alan.
It's a goal for Southampton. 20 minutes played, 1-0.
Many thanks, Alan.
The cruel end to Burnley's season, to be honest.
And he was in the right place to intercept.
Very good end to our one. Vinicius gets the ball back, loses it. That's fine, he's already got a hat-trick. Don't care what he does now. He's already 10 rated regardless. Carbonero. Oh, you little chimpanzee.
Alas, a wild attempt.
Well, after that,
Was that deflection or was it just a bad shot? It was just a... Oh my god. It was just a bad shot. Damn. Awfulness. Goal kick though for Lafont. Felix the target, will he get it? Nah, he's been surrounded though.
And very deftly
Keysons.
cut out.
Oh, just pass it off to a player on our team.
I must say, this looks promising. And just like that,
Back
they've
by
lost
Hennessy, send
possession.
him to the floor where he belongs.
Greenwood.
Greenwood.
Joao Felix.
Felix. Ah, I've run straight into him. To be
Couldn't
fair.
hang on to it.
My fault. Thought I could keep it somehow,
News
but
of a goal in the
didn't work
City
out.
game.
Kakachi.
Alan McAnally.
It's
Cut across from left back for that.
Manchester City.
Intriguing. Now I've got nobody at left back.
Alan McAnally with his finger on the pulse.
Man City 2-0 up. If Spurs are down a goal,
Tremendous
Man City can
intuition
sneak into
to
top
win it
4. I
back.
really hope Spurs stay in top 4. I hate both teams,
And
but
breaking at pace
I really hope
with
Spurs stay in
menace.
top 4.
Might be a
Come
chance
Felix.
here.
Get away from setting Kaya.
It could be up for
Oh, what a
grabs.
save. He read
Cleared
it
away
completely.
comprehensively.
Fair play.
Well, just look at the stats. There it is in front of your eye.
Yeah, we're in a bit of
Chance
a
after chance, goal
dominant
after goal.
spot, I would say.
Brilliant
They probably have more
performance from
possession
everybody.
because every team seems to have more possession than me, but I don't really care. Because it just comes down to
Joao
goals and I
Felix.
score them.
It might be
Well,
perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know.
Greenwood
Vinicius
into
Junior.
Vinicius again. Nah, we can't allow it. We can't allow Vinicius to just run a mad one.
He takes it
Felix
on.
though can.
And he's fired
Oh, it's off the
against
post.
post.
Should be 4.
And a goal has been scored in the Southampton game. Let's hear about
Keysons.
it
It's an
from Alan
awful
McAnally.
pass. I don't know what
It's
the
a
fuck that even
second goal
was.
for Southampton. 35 minutes played, 2-0.
Thank you, Alan McAnally.
Southampton 2-0 up thanks to Kayan in their game.
Well, that's one for them.
Everyone's
to
interested in
pursue.
all the goal news around the places. Oh, come here.
And he takes on the shot.
They've actually got the
So,
shot off, to be fair to
goalkeeping
him, but
to
Lafont
hang
saved
on to
it, to
a
be fair
shot
to
like
him.
that. No worries for the keeper.
Getting worried, getting worried.
Now with Hakimi.
Hakimi,
Is with
down to
Vinicius
Vinicius.
Junior.
Felix.
Couldn't keep
Oh,
the ball.
come on, mate. I'm just trying to get out to Greenwood.
Phillips. Really a very poor ball.
Hakimi in the way. Felix. Ah, you chicken nug.
It might be on for them. Read it superbly. to
Militao
take
gets it
delightful
gone.
pass.
Vinicius gets it in
Vinicius
space.
Junior.
Oh dear, not the one you want to have it in
Can
space
put it
with.
away. And
It's
the
off to
goalkeeper will
Carbonero.
see that as
It's
part
saved
of
by
doing his
Chevalier. I
job.
wanted to take the shot, but there was so many
Well,
people
he's given
around
a
him. He's
corner,
so
the
fast.
referee.
Could have been 4. It could have been 4 multiple times in this match, to be honest, but it ain't it. Keysons to deliver.
And now the delivery.
Towards Greenwood? I think it was. I don't know. That's shit, to be honest.
Cleared away.
Apparently they've cleared it just for just to make sure. Half time in real life between Bradford City and Newport County. It's 2-0 to Newport. Ain't great for Bradford City. They need to pick the game up in real life, to be honest. Maybe they should have me manage them.
Good
I'll do
tackle.
this. Do work wonders. Put them in a Champions League final. Well, it took him 9 seasons.
The first
Half time though,
comes to an end.
3-0. 3 from Vinicius, 3 from Bradford.
Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. He's asking plenty of questions of the defenders, Lee.
Well, they've really struggled to keep him under wraps today. It's simple. His movement really causes
Every
defenders
team struggled to
problems,
keep him under
and
wraps,
he's
so
done
I
that
wouldn't
again
take it
today.
personally.
And this
Half time though is 3-0. Arsenal leading Watford 1-0. Liverpool leading Brighton 2-0. Crystal Palace drawing 0-0 with Bournemouth. Everton drawing 1-1 with Leicester. Manchester City leading Chelsea 2-0. Aston Villa leading Middlesbrough 2-0. Newcastle leading Manchester United 1-0. Southampton leading Fulham 2-0. And West Ham drawing 1-1 with Spurs. I don't know if what draw means in terms of the top 4 race between City and Spurs, but I don't really care either, so I guess we'll find out when we do the full table. 2 shots and 1 on target, 56% possession for Burnley. 8 shots and 7 on target, 44% possession for us. Let's continue.
underway in the second half. And after such a lopsided first 45 minutes, is it possible to think they could turn this around? Clean challenge.
Ref,
From his point of
clean
view.
challenge, you got my leg! You are joking me. This is a
And
joke.
news of a goal at Anfield.
I'm
Here's
still a
Alan
ball.
McInally.
It's a third goal for Liverpool. 49 minutes
Okay.
played. 3-0.
Many thanks, Alan. And threading it forward.
That's offside.
It's still alive.
Not offside. Very good save from Lafont though. Give him credit where credit's due. Why is it not switched back to Hakimi there?
And the ball
I
is
just
in
don't
the
I don't
net.
understand this game, I just don't get it.
Crazy and quite rightly
Why
so.
does it fucking look off Hakimi there?
Well, take a look at this again.
It
No
doesn't need
finer
to.
sight than watching a player catch a volley so
And then I
sweetly.
don't
Look where it
know why it
ends
isn't
up.
defended
It's a
or
beautiful
saved
goal.
either, but it's alright.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
They can have a goal, I suppose. It's not the end of the world. I think it's Skamaka that scored it. I'm not 100% though. Yeah, Skamaka. Only 3rd goal in the Premier League. Probably his last one as well.
Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here.
That's actually stupid though.
It's a tale of 4 goals in this match now.
Why is it that
3-1 it is.
it switches off a key automatically? I didn't do that. And they can read where he's running there, of course. It's going to be one of
It
these
is
halves
an
where they just
occasion never to be
get all
missed, and
chances.
you'll see it live with us right here on EA TV. The champ. Oh, a nice looking pass. He just needs to remain icy cool.
You what?
Post getting in the way there.
Well, look at that. Burnley certainly enjoying
We're about to
the
talk about
lion's
Champions
share
League
of
final. I
possession,
interrupted
but
because I was
after that, it's
attacking.
been disappointing. I'd like to see them use those wide areas around the defence, get round them as opposed to trying to go
I'd like to
through the
see
middle.
us win the Champions League final, but that's
Well,
not
if you've been
good,
reading the
like guarantee
newspapers
either.
this morning,
So.
you'll know full well that Spurs could well be on the verge of getting. It's there for him. Keeper's contribution, but what next?
Chris Durkin, I don't know where he's even moving from, but he might be moving to Spurs apparently.
Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game.
Bruno Costa, coming on for Phillips.
Vinicius Junior, as clean as a whistle,
That's
that
really
challenge.
To be fair, you said challenges are clean as a whistle even when they've been fouls, so I don't know if I should believe you.
And news of a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's get that news from
Couldn't have
Alan.
fucked that.
It's the second goal for Tottenham Hotspur. 60 minutes played.
Okay,
2-1.
Spurs are leading.
Cheers again, Alan.
So they currently occupy the last Champions League spot.
Possibilities. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. And they'll have to throw it back in play.
Substitution for Burnley here. They're bringing off Harker for Howrich. Throw into Burnley right on the side as well.
Well, he was just a fraction offside
The
there.
1-2.
That's all he needs to
It's
be, a
offside though
fraction,
against
and
Aka.
it was so
Heck, it
close.
was bring Sancho on for the Bants. Just because we can, actually, to be honest, is why I'm doing it. Hakimi. Short to Hennessy.
Jadon
Into
Sancho.
Sancho.
Giving the ball to the opposition.
Through to nobody because I can't fucking get past through.
And fed forwards.
Oh, you got shit on my ass.
Still alive.
Great save.
And very deftly cut out. Shot attempted. Oh, it's off the post.
I thought in the first half they're always garbage, in the second half they start bringing step overs and like flicks and everything in, and they just like have really good shots on goal.
67 minutes played, 4-0.
Regular updates from Alan McAnally along the way.
Aston Villa are winning 4-0. I'm mad.
Well, he thought...
Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Can he make it count? Well, that's a procession.
Of course you can, it's Vinicius Junior.
And surely there's no way.
Try and get as many as we can now is the target.
Absolutely dominant.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
Youngsters, he's 27.
Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total
35 years older than me,
satisfaction.
actually, that's quite worrying. 42 goals in the Premier League for Vinicius Junior. And an unstoppable force of nature.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. He's enjoying space. He takes aim.
I don't even know who their passes are to, but they still work.
Once again doing his job.
Yeah, that's it, his job. Get behind the
It's a
ball
game where it
and
throws
save
me off, I suppose. Ah, header, but we're not going to get to anyone. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate.
Well, visionary passing.
Offside, right? How is that not offside?
To the near post.
What? Lafont, you just need to catch that, my guy. You don't need to look acrobatic with it.
And news of a goal in the match being played at Stamford Bridge. Let's get that news from Alan.
It's a goal for Chelsea. 77 minutes played, 4-1.
Cheers again, Alan.
Chelsea 4-1 down or 4-1 up? 4-1 down.
Crossing opportunity. It's still alive.
I can't laugh at 4-1 down. Burnley are also 4-1 down.
Defensively Over the touchline for a throw-in.
No substitution for Burnley. 10 minutes to go. Skamaka coming off. Or I believe it's going to be Vlahovic. Ike. I have no idea how long the Champions League final episode is going to be. It'll probably be about an hour and a half, I think. So I'm going to do the match. I'm going to do an overview of the season. I'll probably do an overview of the career mode. I don't know how I'd do it though. And then I'll probably try and sell everyone and see how much I can get for them. If anything. I don't know, it might go between an hour and a half and 2 hours. Hasty at the corner anyway.
And he's fired over the corner. Goalkeeping right out of the top
Flawed.
drawer.
I cannot believe he's kept that out the net. Absolutely amazing.
And a change to the scoreline at Craven
Who goes
Cottage.
through my bloody legs?
A goal there. Alan
First look, it's clear.
McAnally can tell us more.
It's a goal for Fulham.
Offside.
7 minutes remain, 3-1.
Many thanks, Alan.
I have no idea who's getting relegated at the moment. Well, I know two teams who are getting relegated. I have no idea who the third team's going to be. I'm pretty sure Burnley and Aston Villa are the ones that were fighting for it, but I don't remember who was in a better spot. I guess we'll see after this game. We're very close to the end of it.
Manoeuvring his way
Aston Villa are winning their final game though, and Burnley are losing theirs, so
happy to take on the shot.
we might be having a big...
Tremendous block. And
What?
they've only gone and applied that finishing touch.
Okay, I was going to say,
And that is
fuck
not
this game.
going to count. The decision is offside, Lee.
Well, it's a good decision.
still gonna say
from
fuck
the
this game, but, like-
assistant referee. Spot on there.
oh, just offside. It's under 5 minutes normal time, plus whatever stoppages get given left.
And options in the centre.
I'm going in for tackle and I don't seem to come out with the ball.
He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge.
Oh, I thought we'd get through to Vinicius and we could just send him again. Sancho intercepts. Greenwood. Tackle by Gareth back, and it's a pretty good tackle to be fair, I can't lie. Are you, like, Carbonero just doesn't flourish anywhere but at one position where I play him.
Can they switch to an even higher gear? Can he take the chance? Well, they would have been in a decent
Great save.
there, but offside.
It's offside again.
What a wasted opportunity that is.
Unlucky for her. She could have had 2 goals today, but they've both been judged as offside. And we are, of course, the Premier League champions. We're going to wrap up the season with a win as well. Get it out here. Go on, have one more chance. Go on. Go on.
Looking confident with
No,
the
you
ball
wanna.
at his feet.
No, you wanna. Come on.
Is very much on.
Cross it in. Come on.
Well, the goalkeeper doing
Buffon with that made that like win with difficulty needed to.
Well, he's given a corner, the referee.
We could have just caught the fucker. I don't know why he's. Actually, you know what? Whatever. We've won anyway.
Corner kick played over. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. And the referee says that is all for today.
Thus ends the Premier League season. Vinicius ends with 42 league goals for the season. What the fuck?
It's a weighted pass.
We end with a win over Burnley and we are Premier League champions. Scamacca getting the Burnley goal in case anyone's interested. 10 shots to 6 on target, 58% possession for Burnley. 11 shots to 9 on target, 42% possession for us. Not too shabby. Player ratings, gotta be Vinicius as man of the match without a shadow of a doubt. 9.4 for Felix though. 8.1s for Hennessy, Militao and O'Leary. Everyone else doing good enough, I guess, I suppose. Doesn't really matter anyway. Burnley's man of the match looks like it wasn't even the goal scorer Scamacca, who he got 7.9, but it was Aka. It rhymes with that. He's got an 8.1 and he's the man of the match for Burnley on the final day of the season. But are Burnley down? I don't remember. Arsenal, Liverpool, Everton, City, Villa, Newcastle, Southampton and Spurs all winning, with Crystal Palace and Bournemouth drawing. It's City or Manchester City.
Hi,
but also we won.
sorry, can we just grab a moment of your time?
That's a great result and 4 amazing goals scored by Vinicius Jr. Any comments on his performance? Vinicius Jr. is a superstar. No one can deny after a performance like that today. He was absolutely unstoppable and single-handedly secured us the win. He's been doing that for most of the bloody season, mate. Congratulations, Bradford City was unbeaten for a total of 21 consecutive games. Any impressions? That's mad. Testament for things to follow. It's a great end of the season for us and the results we generated push us to even better next season. Unfortunately, we may not be here next season, but we'll see. Going again, you think the Burnley played well? They actually gave us a good fight, but not as well as us. We respect our opponent, they played well, but clearly Bradford City's players played better.
Thank you for your time.
Bordering on 3 hours for this. We'll go a little over 3 hours this episode, which isn't a really a problem, I guess. Tournament prize money. We've earned 184 million, around about 184.4 million rounded up, for winning the Premier League. But it doesn't mean that the season isn't over by a long shot, because we have got one more game to do. We've done it on a separate episode though. I'm giving it its own spotlight. Whether it's the last episode or not, we're in the Champions League final. Champ League final versus Atletico. going to be a big one. But before we do exit for this episode, we're going to take a look. There you go. Bradford City versus Atletico Madrid in the final. I don't know where it's going to be held, but we are going to look at the Premier League table here. We finished top, resoundingly finished top, I should say, as well. 32 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses, 99 points. Liverpool finished in second with 87 points. Arsenal finished in third with 86 points. And Spurs complete the top 4 with 83 points. Manchester City just missed out on Champions League. They finished 5th on 81 points. Chelsea in 6th on 70 points. Watford in 7th, which is a pretty good finish for Watford, to be fair, on 65 points. West Ham in 8th on 63 points. Manchester United in 9th, which I hope they don't finish this season, but I don't know. In real life, we'll never know. 62 points for them, though, and Southampton complete the top half of the table with 61 points. In the bottom half, though, Newcastle in 11th with 60 points. Bournemouth in 12th with 57 points. I'm surprised they finished in 12th, though. They had a really good season in some respects. Everton finished 13th with 55 points. Brighton finished in 14th with 39 points. Leicester finished in 15th with 36 points. Fulham finished in 16th with 31 points. And this is the interesting one because I have no idea who is going to be the relegation zone. Will it be Aston Villa or will it be Burnley? Burnley in 17th on 19 points, which means Aston Villa, they've gone down on goal difference. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's going to be heartbreaking if you're an Aston Villa fan. Burnley just surviving by the skin of their teeth. But Aston Villa conceding 100 goals this season. I bet at least 10 of them were to us. 19 points though. Crystal Palace in second bottom on 14 points. And Middlesbrough disappointing all over the place. 5 points for the Borough. Now let's take a look at the goal scoring standings. This isn't the one I want to look at. I want to look at the Premier League one. We'll get there eventually. There's the Carabao Cup one. Just a quick scan for you if you want to have a look. I'll go down to 25. I'm not going to read any out on here because I don't really care enough to. I see a couple of our players in there anyway. But if you want to pause on them, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to do cards because cards aren't important, really, in my opinion. FA Cup as well here. You can take a quick scan over them. Community Shield. Wait, Community Shield. Oh, Felix is the one that scored in the Community Shield. Okay. Right. I think Vinicius might have run the league. 42 goals in 33 appearances for Vinicius Jr. An unparalleled season at the top of the goal scorer leaderboards. Puado in second for Manchester City with 23 goals in 38 games. Greenwood, another Bradford City player, in third with 20 in 31 games. Carranza with 19 for Everton in 37 games. And Aussie Men completes the top 5 with 18 and 36 for Spurs. I'm only going to read the top 5 of each category and any other Bradford City players that pop up. Like, for example, Felix, who got 16 goals in 27 games. Fleshek, who got 15 goals in 17 games. That's actually quite mad. Anyone else in here? Rodrigo, 13 goals in 10 games. That's Vinicius kind of levels right there. For assists, we run the bastard show. Fleshek with 21 assists in 17 matches. Greenwood with 19 assists in 31 matches. Felix with 17 assists in 27 matches. Havertz with 15 assists in 31 matches. Vinicius Jr. with 13 assists in 33 matches. Rodrigo again with 13 assists in 10 matches. Sancho with 12 assists, I should say, in 31 matches as well. He's up there. But what amazes me, Rodrigo got 13 goals and 13 assists in just 10 appearances. That's actually ridiculous. Vinicius and Rodrigo are people you need to sign in your career mode. If you do a career mode, I will tell you right now. Top clean sheets. Alisson gets 17 in 38 appearances. Kepa gets 13 in 34 appearances. Maignan gets 13 in 36 appearances. Pickford gets 11 in 34 appearances, and Aldero completes the top 5 with 11 in 27 matches, or appearances, what you want to say. Donnarumma in 7th with 10 clean sheets and 30 appearances. I'm not really too fussed. about clean sheets. Is Lafont here? He is too. Clean sheets in 8 matches. It's not the end of the world. I clicked the wrong thing. Yellow cards, I'm just going to scan over them because nobody really cares about yellow card and red card stats, to be completely honest. I don't anyway, personally. No one got more than 1 red card. That's good, I guess. Some of those came against me. I remember Red Sauces. I don't know how many others came against me as well. But that's going to be the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're leaving you on a cliffhanger for the Atletico Madrid not FA Cup, Champions League final. Fucking hell. But that is where we're going to end it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed Season 9. This next episode could be the end of Bradford City career mode. I'm happy that it's going to end, but I'm sad because I'm not going to get to play with this team again. Because I'm going to sell everyone after this game. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time when we take on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. Bye for now.